Okay, okay. Uh,
Okie
all right. So, let me pull up my little sheet here. I should probably make sure everything is my audio is good. Uh, can I have each of you speak so I make sure that's recording proper?
My audio is bad.
Hello.
I refuse to speak.
All right, perfect. Okay, so welcome you three and Sal whenever he eventually shows up. From his aquarium patio kitchen stuff. Um, Welcome to Runerion, Shadows of the Past. Um, I've already gone over the player rules and the game rules. I'll post them up on the screen here, just so people can see it and they can pause it. And if unfortunately you'll do a podcast version, just know that we'll probably go over these rules at some point during this campaign. So don't worry about it.
We don't question him.
That's the big thing. I'm your DM and narrator, crisscross, Chris, whoever you want to call me. And I'll be running this campaign for my good friends. We have playing. We have. Don't know if I should call you guys by name. I mean, also
I
like.
don't care.
All
His
right.
name's fine.
We have Ben, who's playing Orilia.
Hello.
We have Nicky, who's playing Lestibournes.
Lestibournes.
We have Rex, who's playing Reginald Van Buren.
Hello.
And he'll be coming a bit later. We have our good friend Sal, who is playing Father Sevel. So, let me get my little paper here, and all right, we're just gonna dip right into this. Runerion, a land of mystery, magic, war, heroes, and villains. But the villains have been quashed and the heroes have scattered. Magic is studied and cloistered, and mysteries have become legends. And war's most recent event, the Mithrilium conflict some 20 years past, has come to a woeful peace. Dyne, the continent you are on, recovering from its civil war, is comprised of its three nations. I should have come up with names for them. I don't have names for them yet. But there's the southern side, the western side, and the eastern side of this continent, forming what's called the Three Scales Concord. On a small passenger train heading south by southwest from the small town of Gimblevult down to Knotsmead and beyond, we find four little lights of potential. What will come from their journey? And now I gotta turn on. I gotta move you guys over to. Well, I don't want to move you guys. I'm just gonna play the music. Where's the music at? Do you guys hear the music and everything? Just make sure.
Yep.
I can hear it.
Cool.
Train sounds are a little quiet, but yes.
Oh, turn up a little bit then. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, I just realized it's not picking up the audio from. Audio.
Yo, this song is good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, your recording isn't capturing the.
Yeah, my recording isn't capturing the sound. Well, just know the music is really good. A brassy red train rumbles and chugs along gritty rails. Off the eastern side is a steep hillside that leads down to a small forest and onwards to the Calamity Coast, which leads to the inner sea of Dyne. Off the western side, a glorious view of sand, and more sand, the vast and dangerous Phyrexian wastes. The devastated dunes belonging to one of the last great Arcanamax cities before the tragic fall, now a wasteland radiating wild magic. Late evening, as the sun begins to lower beyond the dust storms off in the wastes, you are blinded by the vibrant orange coming in from the windows. As we come to you all, in one of the passenger train cars. There in this section of the train, there are 4 sections on each side that have 2 sets of seats facing towards each other.
Are these enclosed or are they like open?
It's
just like open.
Open. It's very open.
Okay.
There's enough space behind each of the seats to like store your things, and there's also overhang for any equipment that's like large bags or anything like that for storage.
So the backs of, like, for example, the back of my seat isn't directly back to back with like anybody else. There's like space between.
Yeah, it's like a. Actually, let me see here if I can. I need to go over here. If I can do this, and then... Oh, wait, no, I can't do that. Never mind.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. So it's basically 2 seats, probably sit 2 by 2 and then facing each other. So it'd be like 4 sections of 4 seats on one side and on the other side.
Okay.
With a walkway in between. I'm gonna turn on audio just a little bit because I'm having a hard time hearing because for a reason my sound's always high on my end. What is everybody? Let's just start with a roll to see who we start with out of the 3 of you. So let me get a d6.
A D 1,000.
4. Lestibournes.
Whoa.
We start with you. Where are you sitting in this train?
Probably would have taken a corner, leaning against the window, most of out it with sparse occasions of gazing at whatever journals in my hand that I'm scribbling some notes into. Looks like there's a lot of crossing out stuff and such in the process of, oh, this idea was good. Nah, let's cross that one out. Something else kind of thing.
Right. Okay. Now, normally your traveling companion, Sevel, would be with you, but he is currently off in one of the restrooms cleaning up.
Classic.
As you kind of look up from your journals, you see probably off and away somewhere, kind of an older human, dressed in basic leathers, with a vest, like a auxiliary vest, like it has a bunch of like pouches and everything for storing stuff, and a big like hat with a wide brim, kind of looks like a not kind of cowboy, but definitely like explorer, with a fine mustache. As we see, Reginald Van Buren, where are you sitting in the train?
Yes, Reginald is sitting in a corner seat, or at least on an edge seat. He is kind of leaning back with his feet up against the side, and there is a cigar hanging from his lip.
Is it lit?
It is very lit. He is also asleep.
So you see a fire hazard across the way. Takes you a moment to realize that he is breathing and he is smoking, but not quite intentionally.
Oh, wait. 1 sec. I gotta see, do I have something for this? I think I have something that could work here. What is it? Yes. Alright. I would... Oh, no, I didn't take it. Never mind. I thought I had thaumaturgy. I was gonna put it out. No, never mind. Sorry. Good surroundings. So I see this sleeping man with a cigar. I probably make a little note of possible fire hazard. Exit is to my left and right for when this happens, not even if. And then I would like to look around, see what else is in the room. Just out of curiosity, get a gauge of the people here, because it's like this far into the trip, and I finally now realized, oh right, I'm on a train. You know, I can look around a little bit. You know.
Yeah. You're probably the train from Gimblevult to Knotsmead. It probably takes about 4 or 5 days. You're on day 4. You're getting really close to this outside of the city, or the town.
Reading.
4 days of
Probably
reading.
gonna stretch.
You stopped at outpost along the way, obviously for refueling and just to stretch and all that. But you're in the final stretch of it, and like I said, you're looking for fire exits. Obviously, the main door which you enter, would be for you probably on the left hand side. Actually, let me ask: are you sitting on the side that is facing towards the Sea of Runerion or Sea of Dyne, or are you looking towards the wastes?
I would say the wastes.
Your waist? Okay. So yeah, it would be from your seat, you'd be going up and to the left, and that would be the door you entered in from. It's like a very centralized entrance for people getting in and off the train. Well, this car, I should say.
Is there anyone else in the room?
There's a few people sitting out and about. It's not packed, but it's you see probably like a few seats up from you. There's a nice elven couple who are sitting there just enjoying the train ride. They're on the other side. They're looking out across towards the sea, and far off, probably in the middle. Well, let me just ask, Orilia, where are you sitting in the train?
So let me just get a not necessarily recap, but let me make sure. Lestibournes is basically kind of in the middle of the train, correct? Or he's in the back?
He'd be in the back, like, corner kind of deal.
Back corner. So when we talk back,
Looking
we mean
shifty,
back.
by the way.
When we
hiding
wait,
my face.
when we say back corner, we're talking like back of the train or like to the front of the train.
That's actually a good question. Would you be on closer to the engine side or closer to the back of the passenger side?
Whichever would be faster to escape if need be.
I would say
Or whichever was closer to how I got on. Either or.
then you'd be
Like,
probably
I
closer on
walked
the
to room
train
and then
side.
Immediately sat to the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, you would have been going in left and then left again.
Exactly. Yup, like that.
That would have been
So he's
nothing
closer
right.
to engine side.
He's close to the engine side.
All right, and then Reginald is in front of him.
Well, if he's in the front side of the engine, he'd be facing towards where
I'd be somewhere in the middle.
somewhere in the middle. Okay.
Yeah, you just said an edge seat.
Oh, I see how this works. So basically, Lestibournes is sitting, and he's closest to the engine, but he's on the seat that is looking towards the back of the train.
Correct.
Yeah,
You've
he's
got
facing
Reginald in the middle. I am, whichever side Reginald is on, in the middle, whether he's on the desert side or the seaside, I am on the opposite, furthest seat back to the back of the train, and I'm at the window seat.
Okay.
I have occupied whatever space it needs for me to have the window.
Okay. Well, let me ask: would you rather have a seat that is you can look out and see plains and like out to the sea, or would you rather be seeing like desert and dust storms?
The sea, please.
Absolutely. So yeah, very much like a diametrically opposed, like all the way across. Westwards, you see.
I'm like cross, like I'm staring. Like if I looked all the way down, I could see Lestibournes like all the way to the back, like apart from me, and I'm probably able to at least see Reginald.
Yeah, I would say.
Train, we're all heading to the same destination, right? Is this the end? Just sorry, out of curiosity.
Yeah, you are all in the last day of journey towards Knotsmead. Relatively, a sizable town.
May I ask then? Is there anybody? So this is obviously a passenger train. Is there any service on the train or no?
Yeah, we'll say it's very basic. It's a very basic passenger train. I'll say somebody comes by every now and then, probably like once an hour. Sees if you need anything, food or drink.
The moment the door from wherever the last service person comes in, I immediately just like go from kind of like slouched elbow on like the window sill looking out the window, and then I notice somebody that walks in that I've seen before serving people. I've probably gotten on his nerves at this point, honestly, and I immediately like, excuse me, like stood up straight and clapped.
Yes, madam.
I had ordered tea about an hour ago.
Right.
Where is it?
I will go check. We have a very basic drink system here. Our kinetic system for boiling tea is on the fritz, unfortunately. So it takes a bit longer for it to stew.
Basic indeed. All right. I guess I can wait. It's fine.
Would you rather have something else to drink while you wait for your tea, madam?
A water? Does that have to boil too?
No, ma'am. We can grab one out from our cooler area.
A water, please.
As you wish, ma'am.
Thank you.
And I immediately go back to just bored looking outside.
He passes by you, heading towards past Reginald, who
Actually, as he passes by me, I'm gonna wake up and put out my hand to like grab him.
Oh!
Good sir, could I get some whiskey?
Whiskey, sir. That is a more premium item. It will cost you a gold piece, but I can get you a fine whiskey if you want.
Is that the whole bottle, or is it just a glass we're talking here?
It's just a glass, sir. It's very premium.
Seems like a stand-up deal. I'll have one. And I take my hand off and immediately slouch back to sleep.
With the cigar in your mouth still?
Yeah.
Do you hand him the gold coin before you pass out, or
No.
So Lestibournes and Orilia, you see as the waiter is passing by, you see this older man reach out, grab him, be like, I need whiskey, and then says like yes, and then just passes back out. Still cigar lit in his mouth. And
Is that man okay, sir?
I'm not sure, honestly. Hold on a second.
Maybe best to put that out for the time being. And he's going to point at the cigar.
He will very carefully just tap Reginald like, Sir. He will
I try to make eye contact with the man if possible. Like I make a motion with my hand. So like hopefully he sees me out of peripheral, and then I just like kind of give him like a shooing motion with my hand.
We'll leave it to you. Is this more of a like, would you please get me my water, or get my water?
This is I glance at him and glance at Reginald, and like I'll take care of it.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check, because he's supposed to be handling stuff on here, and leaving it to other customers usually is not his thing, but
Obviously.
yeah.
16.
16? Oh yeah. He'll just like, yeah, he'll just like, yes, ma'am, and he'll just walk off towards the front into the storage area, and he'll go and get your water while you handle whatever you want to here.
Oh, I wait. I wait for him to come back with my water.
This has gotten my attention, by the way. Lestibournes is just very openly staring right at Ophelia and him. Like, it just flat out just staring as if nothing, as if he's just an observer.
Her name is Orilia. Not that you know her name, but
sorry.
Not that he knows, but
Yeah, not that I know. The strange tiefling woman.
yes. I would say probably would Aurelia notice that she's being looked at strangely by this hooded figure?
I don't know. I would say I've probably at least noticed, but I'm trying not to acknowledge or pay attention to the fact that he's like staring at me.
So very much like a glance, lock eyes for a second, then look away.
And
like,
then look back out the window.
Yeah,
go
he
back
keeps
to boring.
looking.
Yeah, I just go back to the window.
Well, Lestibournes, while the waiter is going and getting a water for Aurelia, are you doing anything in this moment?
Actually, yeah, I might as well. After a few moments, well, it depends. How fast will you get back with the water? Because it would be like a minute or two, or a couple minutes before he'd move. But...
normally whenever the order is placed and they bring back, especially if it's something that's basically getting water, it's usually about a minute or two.
All right, so it would be after they get back with the water, then, is what I was thinking of.
All right.
Okay.
So as the door opens at the front end, next to where Lestibournes is, you see that same waiter come in. I didn't really describe him. He's just a normal human guy, dark brown hair. He's a What?
Greg.
Greg.
It's Greg.
What?
His name tag says Greg. He has a cold looking, especially in this heat and everything. You can see like kind of has that wisp of like melting almost to it. This little container that has water in it. He brings it to you. Here you are.
I will stand up as he comes to me. I will grab my glass of water. I will walk over to Reginald and I will dump it on him.
Reginald like shakes awake, looks at his cigar that's now wet, put it in his pocket, grab a new one from his pouch, light it.
Sir, you are going to ultimately be a problem on the train and cause for quite the hazard. I'm going to politely request that you don't.
Ma'am, with all due respect, I know it must be your job to handle this sort of thing or something, but we've made it this far without me lighting the cabin ablaze. I think we're fine.
You're simply making other people on the train nervous.
I'm gonna look around me. There's people next to me. Are they...
Like the elven couple is kind of looking at this whole thing, and the husband is like, he's been doing this whole time. And he hasn't caused a fire yet. The wife just kind of slaps him, and it's like, it's still dangerous.
I'm gonna put my. Where are they seating in relation to me?
They're like,
I think it's across from you.
pretty much like right across from you. Like you're because they openly face each other in certain sections. They're like right across from you.
Good man. I would tip my drink to you, but it seems like the waiter has not gotten that yet. And I'm gonna stare like daggers into the guy.
But you...
Which guy, Greg?
Yeah.
But you haven't paid for your whiskey, and then you fell asleep, sir.
If I were to give you the gold and I fall asleep, what's to say you won't just take it and not bring me my drink?
What? He start looking around like, am I the crazy one here?
Lestibournes is scribbling down this entire conversation in his book, by the way. He's been very, very quickly writing this details of this. So he does not respond.
But I suppose if it's so much of an issue, I will remain awake. And I'm gonna light my cigar.
As long as you're awake and smoking and not asleep and smoking, this is fine. I can still get that whiskey for you, sir, but I do need a gold piece to place into the system so I can properly give you alcohol.
Yes. I take out a gold and hold it up. Is he over next to me at this point?
Yeah, he's like Aurelia
We're
saying,
still kind of standing next to you.
yeah.
I'm just gonna put it in his like pocket.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I'll need another water.
Yes, madam. And he'll just trudge back into the front carts.
I don't say anything to Reginald, but I do turn back and I finally like stare at Lestibourne and like acknowledge him now. And like I give you a good like solid like stare, and then I go back to my cart.
As you turn to go back, Lestibournes will finally stand up and go, one moment, madam. If I could ask you and these fine others a few questions. And he's gonna approach finally and have a seat in one of the free spots in this now pretty cramped booth area with him, the couple, and Reginald.
I stand next to the cart, like the section they're sitting in, but I don't sit.
I pull out a cigar and offer it up to Lestibournes.
Chris, is Firebolt something in like? Is that like a big explosion, or could it be minuscule enough to light a cigar?
Oh,
that's your call. It's totally fine.
I would say Fireball is more of a projectile. Like, it's like you have the fire in hand and it shoots out like it's propelled by volatile force. So I would say you probably wouldn't be able to light it on fire with Firebolt. Not safely.
No prob.
Like, if you were in a bar as a trick shot, absolutely. But in a train with a bunch of citizens, probably not.
Lestibournes would lift up his hand, yet not to like grab it, but instead block it. Though I wish I could share in this delicacy, it is unable, or something I am unable to even partake in. And he would pull down his cloak a little bit, the robot face, he can't really smoke something.
Sir, even when you can't physically do something, it can be useful to enjoy the high life a bit. I insist.
He will take the cigar and he'd lift it up to his just creaky metal mouth and put it in and just let it sit there before looking back at Reginald expectantly.
It feels good, doesn't it? I take out my lighter, go over and light a cigar.
It feels rather odd, to say the least.
Yes, it always does at first.
And as it's lit, he's gonna hold it. He's almost gonna like mimic Reginald's the way he's holding it, or would have, or held it earlier, in a way. Before looking to the group. If it is all right with you, I had done this on some of my other travels, and I just wish to ask a couple of blanket questions for you all. The first being, Chris, what's this town called again?
Oh, the one you're heading to?
Yeah.
Knotsmead.
Knotsmead. Have any of you been to this Knotsmead before?
No, can't say I have.
Good sir, I've traveled far and wide to many a places. I do not recall if I've been to this nick of the woods, so to speak, before. But I'm sure if you have any exploring questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
He looks to the couple.
We have family in Tiershro. We're just stopping off in Knotsmead for a day or two in order to take in the sights. Did I cut out?
You did. Sorry, I heard in order to...
In order to take in the sights.
Mm-hmm. He'd then proceed to scribble further with a little nod of his head. It is also my first time here. Do any of you have purpose for here other than... And he'd give like a look to the couple. Idle travel.
So such a group.
The couple just looks at each other. Oh my god.
Was that me, Dyne?
That was me.
Okay, I just had to make sure my internet's also great. So.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking kill someone.
Your internet company hates you today.
I mean, it's done this before, but it's never been this bad. And I'm like, I'm not even streaming anything. I'm recording.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
It doesn't know how to handle Google Chrome.
I'm not
Or
using
Opera.
Chrome. I guess Opera? I don't know. Maybe I should switch to a different fucking thing. I like my Opera, but, if it's going to fuck with everything, then I can't really do that. Now, can I? Alright, anyway, sorry. Yeah, the couple look at each other, and they look back like, yeah, we're just traveling. Like I said, we have family, and we're just enjoying the trip.
Looks to the other two now.
Well, I am on the hunt for information, good sir, and I feel like you are on the same thing. So maybe we can help each other out. You see, I specialize in glory. I love the thrill of the hunt and finding
Just
that
one
precious
moment,
beast.
please. Could you spell glory for me?
No, I cannot. Does anyone here know how to spell glory?
Glory.
I had to put an extra A in there. I appreciate it. Continue, sir.
Thank you, kind ma'am. Thank you, sir. So, where was I?
Glory.
I just kind of like shake my head for a minute. Like,
Circle back to me.
Looks to the tiefling. If you do not wish to share, you do not have to.
I'm just a little befuddled by Mr. Glory.
Glory is a rather odd thing to travel for in this day and age of heroes long gone.
Well, heroes can be made anywhere. You see, just the other day I was actually out in the wilderness hunting down a beast for a local group of tribesmen, and they were telling me this beast had been terrorizing them to the point where they started to revere it and worship it. Well, after I killed the bloody bastard and brought it up to them, they didn't worship it so much anymore. He breaks out into laughter.
Lestibournes scribbling down this story, like just the detail or like the points of the story. Do you often travel to hunt then? I take it by your apparel this is accurate.
Ah, yes. I'm always on the road, and when I'm not, well, I'm always on the hunt to try to find more locations to go. The hunt never ends, good sir.
He would finish scribbling down what he needed to that, making a very enunciated period, like a big tap of it, before looking up and closing the journal. And now finally, almost as if he hadn't truly been acknowledging them before, as if this was just a formality in a way, he looks up to the group. Well, this gentleman was correct. I am searching for information. So, if any of you had any recommendations, I was originally searching for those as to where to go in this town we are going to. However, it seems we are all in a very similar bucket. So, I will bid you adieu.
I have already turned around and walked back to Not really saying much else.
Lestibournes will return to his seat as well.
Okay.
I am going to hold out my hand to shake the boyfriend or the husband of the elf couple. Thank you for having my back there, sir.
He will take the hand and shake it, and the wife is like, "Would you stop?"
And then I'm going to stand up and go over to where Orilia is. Is there an empty seat there?
It's a good question.
There is one with my bags in it, which is across from me and mine. And as soon as you come up, I literally put up my hand and go, "You will have to talk to the conductor. I was already promised that this seating arrangement would be for the members of the Bloodstone family only. And I'm not talking."
Bloodstone family, huh?
And I take my ring out and I slip it on and just show it to him, which has the family signet on it. Yes.
Well, I do have to say, I like the cut of your jib, ma'am. I think you and I are quite cut from the same cloth.
I highly doubt it, but I can certainly see an air of regality.
Allow me to formally introduce myself to you. My name is Reginald Van Buren of the Crowncroft Van Burens. It's a pleasure to meet you. I extend my hand.
Hey, I'm rolling. Give me my roll. Where's my fucking...
Roll a history.
I am about to roll history.
Nat 1 after that Nat 20 earlier.
Because he fucking recognizes me. If he does, he would know that my fucking bullshit earlier was right up our family's alley. Alright, normal roll.
Yeah.
13?
13?
Sounds like he's from my neck of the woods, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hard DC because you're both from Crowncrofts. When he says Van Buren family, that does ring a few bells. Your family's probably had a few dealings with them, either via business or at, like, some parties. I would say with a 13, you might have been even attending some of these parties when you were younger. There was always talks about, there was always the elder brother of the family, and he was an academic, well-educated, well-spoken. You don't quite remember the name, though.
Are you the elder or the younger of the current sire of the Van Buren family?
My dear lady, age is but a construct when it comes to nobility. And I kind of sit to where I'm partially on the side of the seat and partially on whatever free space is there with the bags in there.
Barely fitting on.
I'm fully leaning over into the middle lane.
It's probably around this time that the waiter comes back with your water and whiskey.
I don't know how else I'm supposed to change it.
Oh, I don't know then.
I thought I had it set. Does it say I'm rolling as Ben, or does it say I'm rolling as Aurelia?
It says Aurelia for me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, and it
cool.
says Aurelia for me as well. It's just your name at the bottom left.
Oh, I don't remember how I changed that.
It's in the as thing in the text. You go down and change it from the top one
I
to
did
the other. And then there's also personalization and display and settings. You can change your display name.
Oh,
I DM'd Bib. I kept forgetting his name and was like, "Oh, could you just set it to the
yeah.
end?"
I got it.
Oh, it is.
I sit there and I look at him for a minute as he's there. I grab my water as he gets his whiskey. I merely was wondering if you were the one that I've heard praise about, or the other lesser spoken of one. That's all. You have a brother, correct?
Yes, I do. And I'm not giving any more details.
Yeah. Well, sir, it was a pleasure to meet you. I'm sure whatever you're seeking for, I certainly hope the best for you. But I am on a mission from the matron, and I would request that you don't provide any more distraction.
Consider your quest approved, and I am going to go to sleep.
In the seat.
Yes. I just take off my glove and I throw it at his face.
I'm going to make a note here that Reginald suffers from narcolepsy.
In the middle of combat, he just passes out.
That's going to be a con save.
I take my glove, I throw it at his face, and then I immediately reach over and try to snatch the whiskey from his hand.
At that, he will quickly shoot up his other hand and try to grab your hand.
Well, you know what? Hey, let's make this a roll. I'm gonna say if you're pretending to be asleep, this is how it's gonna go. Orilia, make a athletics check to try to snatch the whiskey. Reginald,
this wouldn't be sleight of hand. This would be athletics.
Are you trying to snatch it, or are you trying to subtly grab it while he's pretending to sleep?
Oh, I stand up and try to snatch it from him.
Then that'd be athletics, because you're trying to forcibly grab it from him. Reggie, I need you to do the same thing, but with disadvantage because you have your eyes closed, because you're pretending to be asleep.
That's fine. I only got a 7.
He's gonna get a 3.
I roll this twice. Yep. You called it.
Did you really roll 3?
9, so I take the whiskey. I would assume he's still waking up, tries to reach for me. I pull my arm back with the whiskey, and I just start to... out of my seat.
I will go if you return the whiskey.
I hand it back to him.
Good day, madam. And I stand up, turn, and start muttering under my breath, but this wouldn't have happened if Engelberg tried that.
I just sit there and I sit there and take my glove off of the seat, jump my foot around for a bit, and then sit with a huff.
Around this time,
is he finally done pooping?
He's been pooping. Oh Lord, he pooping.
Sal joins us finally, and as this exchange happens, from the backside of the cart, you see a older man enter, grizzled older human. As Father Sevel, you walk in to see a tiefling woman stomping away in her area as another human walks with a half-shook glass of whiskey, and your buddy Lestibournes in the corner just kind of sitting down taking notes. Your silence speaks volumes.
He just stands there in the doorway.
Stupid fucking wireless headset. I walk over.
I love the idea that he sits there stunned for a minute.
Just stands there.
I walk over to Lestibournes.
Sevel, how was your trip?
My constitution is marred by my ordeal. What the hell happened?
I believe those two there, and he points to both Aurelia and Reginald.
Mhm.
I believe they got in a tussle when I was writing, and the red one came out on top.
Is that all?
Maybe.
What
And he
is...
leaves it at that.
I narrow my eyes, and I try to look at what he's writing.
You would actually, he would even turn it so you could see if you wished. It was some notes he had taken earlier. Funny enough, actually, that completely unintentional. Earlier, I said that he was taking rather detailed notes of the conversation and what happened. So you would see that they all got in a little bit of a chat. Lestibournes had asked them like if they had been to this town before. None of them had. Doesn't know any of their names, but the manly one with the big hat is a big hunter, and the red one is grumpy but wins all the time, or has now, or hasn't. I'm trying to think
I
of
love
what
that
he
he's
would
keeping score.
include.
Comes out on top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the red one, hasn't lost, and the couple is boring. Do not talk to them.
Well, fair enough.
I spoke with them earlier. They didn't have much info on who I am looking for or the city itself. However, maybe you can see if they have anything more to share.
The couple are traveling companions.
The couple is the worst. They are traveling for... What was it again? Wait, what was the word? Leisure. Those two, however, they are interesting. The older one, who is asleep now, possibly, he offered that he was also traveling for information. So he might be a valuable addition. Temporarily, of course.
Temporarily. All right.
And with that, Lestibournes is going to turn back to his notes and proceed onward with scribbling down.
I am going to wander off and find the red one, I guess.
The red one who always wins.
I'm in the back of the cart,
Yeah.
and as you approach the very regally dressed tiefling, I immediately hold up a hand again and go, "These seats are reserved. What do you want?"
I hear you always win.
I merely dumped water on a man and took his whiskey. But I do like to think I win a lot. Who's asking?
Who's asking indeed? My name is Father Sevel Augus, and it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss.
Somebody with manners. I hold out my hand. Aurelia Bloodstone.
Pleasure. I take it and give like a light bow. Is your sword out?
It is not out. It is tied to. You would notice that I would assume our weapons weren't taken as long as we kept them holstered, right?
Yeah, I meant to say, are you wearing it?
I am not. No, it's on my bag.
Okay.
You can see what looks like a really fancy, a guard sheathed into a very thin, what's it? Oh my god, sheath. And then there's a crossbow, like on the other side of the bag.
Mm. Good company indeed. I kind of gesture to the collection of weapons.
Oh, yes, those. The Bloodstone are, in you're not aware, raised to be practically fighters from the day of our blessing. So I have quite the martial attributes to my name.
Hmm.
Your friend over there, Lestibournes.
Yeah, I didn't say my name.
Lestibournes.
What? Hold on. What have you said?
Oh, I hadn't said my name.
I thought
you,
you
I
did.
mean.
You said it to Reginald. I was standing there.
Did I say it to Reginald? Sorry, I forgot that.
Well, we can just say that when you say your friend there,
For
I
sure.
just say
I was like, I
would've
was
said
pretty
it.
sure you said it because I know Reginald introduced himself to you.
Lestibournes.
Looking for information of some sort. Had it not been for the other oaf over there, I would have been a bit more compliant. You seem to know who you're talking to. So, I am a bit connected. Who are you, or what are you all? I've not been to the city perchance, but who do you happen to be, or what are you looking for?
We're following up on various leads together. We've come to a bit of an accord. He is an investigator that finds folk, and I just so happen to be looking for folk.
I see. Sort of folk in this investigation that have wronged you, or are we looking for a missing person, or?
I look up, and for a brief moment, you see the absolute wrath of a vengeance paladin just glint in his eyes for just a second.
Ah.
Wronged would be an understatement.
I see. Well, I have been traveling alone now for quite some time, quite far away from home, and you seem to be far more agreeable than the others I've met. Are you planning to stop in city name DM?
Knotsmead?
Knotsmead. And my letter is addressed to Knotsmead, correct?
No, yours is actually to Tears Trove.
Mine's to Tears Trove. I don't plan to stay in Knotsmead long. In fact, I do have a bit of a deadline to get to Tears Trove. But if you're not planning to stay long and you require some help, I am somebody who's quite apt at tracking folks down.
Well, should the opportunity arise, I'm sure that we would be more than... It would be more than wise of us to avail ourselves of your services.
Will you be heading to Tears Trove after?
We go where the path leads, it would seem.
Well, then may I offer a small exchange that for my assistance with you here at our upcoming stop, once we are done, you head with me to Tears Trove. I'm not exactly the most well-traveled, and I haven't been this far to the west side of... It's Dyne, right?
Yes.
Dyne in... well, pretty much ever. So I wouldn't mind a couple of able-bodied folks to help me reach my final destination.
A fair exchange.
Good. Then I will, I imagine, see you all when we reach our stop. And we will have to find lodgings of some kind.
Indeed. Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Of course. And I will sit back in my chair and relax because goody goody, I finally have some fucking shields.
Is anybody else doing anything?
Does Sevel return to the seats with me, or does he sit elsewhere?
I return to you.
As you return, just a quick, he would look up to you. Ah, Sevel, look here. I got this as a present today. And he would offer up a, cigar. It is still burning. It has a very long, like, strip of gray on it, as if it's just been burning the smoke. And that he was given, and he would hand it to him. This I have no use for. If you would like, you can have it.
I stare at him for
Back.
a long minute, a very long minute. Do you not know what that is for?
No, I do. He would, like, lift it to his mouth and put it between the metal, like, what is his jaw, the metal of his jaw.
Yeah.
It is not something I can smoke myself. And he would offer it back forward. The man, he said it was a good luck charm.
Lestibournes, have you ever heard of the phrase "taking the piss"?
Taking the piss.
Yes.
I would actually lean out. No, I'm not. I was gonna call. He's gonna tilt his head. It is not a phrase I am accustomed to. No.
Well, and I'm so. How do I put this into terms? Are you familiar with the term "fucked with"?
Ah, yes. That I do know.
Okay. They're fucking with you.
Oh. That hurts.
You smoke those.
Would you like to finish it then? Smoke it for me?
I look at it.
There is probably not much left. It is a stub with a long length of gray.
I fucking hell. Is there a window in here?
Yeah, you guys are standing next to a window.
Okay, perfect. I take it from him and I take most of the ash off and then I snuff it out on the outside of the window and hand it back to him.
Oh, thank you. I had no idea what to do with it.
I just grumble. Don't burn down the fucking train.
Oh, you should see that man over there with the hat. The one I said was Hunter. He was asleep with it burning.
At this point, I am asleep again with the empty glass in my hand and a lit cigar hanging out of my mouth.
Again.
I pluck it out and I throw it out of the fucking window.
Does he try to stop that way? He protects the alcohol, but not the cigar.
This time he's really asleep.
I was gonna say, well, he proved once that he has multiple cigars, so I don't know. Losing two's not a problem.
This is number 3.
And with that, Lestibournes will sit back in the corner and scribble in his book some more notes. Probably reading instead, actually, instead of scribbling.
I watched the act of him walking up and throwing the cigar out of fucking Reginald's mouth, and I just kind of like give a tiny little golf clap, and I'm smiling. I'm like, oh boy, yes, I did choose the right ones.
That sort of works out pretty well. Actually, let me see here. Let me pull up my binder that has your character sheets in it so I can double check everything. Just make sure I'm picking the right person. Makes sense it would be you. Hold on. Just making sure.
He's got a binder.
I got a binder.
He's got a binder. Leslie Nope over here.
I'm fucked. I don't even have a binder.
I'm recording all your shit. No, but let me see here. Yeah, it would be you.
Oh,
Sevel.
did Sal's computer just die?
Oh God.
He just sent me a picture of it restarting.
Thank you, DC. I appreciate it.
Yep, there he is. He's back.
All right. We can keep going. Do you know how long your PC will be doing its thing?
Oh, I'm already back.
Okay, good. Jesus, today's a rough day for playing this
It's
game.
not going
Chris was
great.
having rough ones too. He can't stream right now. Like...
Yeah, for some reason the stream just keeps dipping me in and out. I don't know why, so I'll figure that out
Fucked
for
up.
next session. So Sevel, I'm sorry, you're not Sevel.
Sevel.
Sevel. Okay,
Sevel.
Sevel. I also need to know that Sevel.
All right. So Sevel, as you take the cigar out of his mouth and throw it out the window, you before you close the window back up, you look out in the distance, coming from the waist side. At first, it just seems like it's situated like storms and all that, dust and everything. But you hear a rumbling get closer and closer as you see dark blots come over these dunes, heading towards the train.
Ah, yes. Oh.
Eventually, coming into more view, you see these haphazard four-wheeled vehicles. They are. I mean, you've seen like wagons. These are like wagons, but there's no horse driving them. It's being like propelled by some level of force, but they're shoddy. There's no like covering on the tent. It's just open. On top, you see these small creatures with scales. Something you probably know in your travels. Kobolds.
Oh, squash it.
Oh, we're gonna.
Just kill it in one
And
hit.
as they pull up, very much like Mad Max style, by the way. They're just like
Of course.
they fly up, and these like machines like roll up next to your train as it's traveling, and there is a ka-choom, ka-choom, as these like harpoons latch into the sides of the train and pull the machine up so it's sitting like laying up next to it.
Can I see whoever's operating this bullshit?
You do. You see, operating like the wheel is one kobold with a pair of goggles over his eyes, and then you see operating the back end.
Would I have noticed this at least now?
Yeah, with the ka-chunk, you definitely notice something's going on.
I jumped from my seat, I grabbed my crossbow, and I rushed to the window.
I command halt.
On the driver.
Halt.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a perception check for him because he's driving very fast. He doesn't have ear protection on, so he's probably he's probably at 15 feet away. Well, not that, probably less than that. It's probably 10 feet away. You know what? Yeah, we'll see if he makes it. So need to pull my kobold stat block.
And there's how many cars
You see,
that we can see?
Sevel probably in his watching saw about 3 or 4 of them showing up, and this is the first one that really makes it up to the train.
Okay.
The other ones appear. Other one seems to be like up ahead, like at the storage car that's in front of you, and there's one at the back. Let me see here. Oh, can I please hit that? Thank you, Kobold. Wisdom saving throw. Ooh, that is a 5. So he definitely fails. He's trying to pull the machine up, and he just kind of locks up, so the machine's like kind of like skidding across the ground. It's being pulled along. But it means that they're not stable enough for them to dismount off of. You see, aside from the driver, there's one at the back end who's operating the harpoon that's latched itself on, and you see 2 more kobolds, very much like basic like leather gear and all that, very like haphazard and torn, weathered materials. They have a sling and a little spear, and you hear come from the back and the front. You hear the same ka-chunk, 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 as they are now being boarded.
Reginald is now up and is loading his musket.
Okay.
I wanted to say I had already dashed to the window. Can I take a shot at the guy manning the cannon that shot the fucking harpoon into us?
Sure.
All right. How do I? There we go. Hit DC. Not bad.
Okay. Well, light crossbow and 18. That's definitely gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage. As this thing's holding up the harpoon, it's like loading up to try to like breach. You just point the crossbow and it hits him right in the shoulder. He and he falls off the chair, rolls off the side, and falls into the dirt behind. As you're, he's gone.
He's gone.
We are under attack. If you are not armed, I suggest moving to the. Get under your seat.
And at this point, I think we will roll initiative while I switch to the map.
Make sure you. It's this where you have to make sure you click your token, right? When you do initiative.
Yes. Give me 1 second here.
After we move to the map.
After you guys move to the map, I'll get you guys situated, then you'll roll initiative.
Okay.
Reginald is going to just turn to Orilia real quickly and go, "Nice shot."
I acknowledge him with a glance.
That's what I need to click. I need to click this. There we go. Okay. Let's see here.
Ooh.
I don't think it's moved me yet because it's.
Oh, I can see it's just blurry. It's still loading for me.
Okay. I'm gonna refresh my screen so it can show.
Oh, there we go. I'm good now.
Oh, I am rejoining me as the GM and not as the player, so I can have a clear view of it. The blocked out of editing. All right, so you guys are in the middle here.
Okay.
So with all things considered, where are you guys? Sevel would have been where Reginald was, which was probably like in the middle. Oh, that's too far. Can I please pull his token onto the field?
Let me see if I can pull mine. I can pull me.
Okay. Yeah, if you can pull your tokens out and then place them. So middle will be about here. Lestibournes, you probably would have been back here towards the front.
Oh, right. I would have been here.
How do you pull out tokens?
Go to your character
click your name and drag it.
Yeah, from the characters sheet.
from the journal section.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, it's not gonna let me. That's weird. This Roll20 is the website of all time.
It is.
It is one of the websites of all time.
It is.
All right, now we pull up the initiative tracker. Where is initiative tracker?
Oh, did I do my roll too soon? That's.
If it isn't, I'll pull it up. I'll add it.
I got an 8. Yeah.
Not text. Not that. Not that. Not that. There.
Oh
it
no,
is.
it's already in there. Good.
Okay, good. Yeah, make sure to click your token and hit the roll initiative button. As I get the proper mode going.
Ha.
Wait.
Which was the music for this?
I don't know. I hope we have some.
Shallow.
I
we
don't
have some.
see
Let
a
me
roll
make sure.
initiative button.
It's to your left of the armor class, to the right of your giant list of skills. It's just initiative thing. Under your proficiency.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of tucked like in the middle. A 15, dang.
How do I not have this one marked? That's a problem. Is it this one? Nope.
Oh.
That's a good one, though. I'll save that for later.
It's a good one. It's a banger.
I do not have the battle music installed here. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna upload it.
Shit. I don't know if I... do I have anything I put in here for it? manage audio tracks, music. I don't think I. Fuck. Maybe I haven't floor. I just didn't put it in there. Music. Oh wait, I'm gonna use this one. Hold on. Dust and Rails. No, that is. All right. Manage audio tracks. We're just gonna have to grab the old combat music that we had before. Add to this. Oh god, that's loud.
Well, it'll be loud the first time you play it from you upload.
Bum 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 bum.
I hear it now.
I hear it now. It is the track.
We're playing
from
Vaughn.
Octopath 2.
I do not have that one. I do need to get that one though. I said add it to the fucking thing. Why is it not added to my fucking playlist?
Okay. All right. So you
Shining Balls,
uploaded,
nice.
right? You uploaded it.
Well, it's
You-
already
you
uploaded.
clicked it, you said add to campaign, correct?
Yeah, add to the playlist here.
Okay. So there should be. It may take a second, but it should probably have placed it down at the very bottom.
Nope. I'm gonna refresh my GM side and
Okay.
see if that fixes it. Oh, sorry. Okay. So annoying for this. Alright. Nope, it didn't add at all. Cool.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Fun.
Truly one of the websites of all time.
I don't think any other music is good for this. Oh my god, I hate. It just seems like every problem under the sun is happening today. Oh, that is so dumb. Oh my! Now I got this. So I kept clicking add to the playlist and it wouldn't do it. So I clicked just add to the game and it worked. It just won't
Yeah,
add
so
it to.
add the game.
But it's. I'm saying it added to the specific playlist I have set aside for this area.
I've never done it by area, so I'm not sure.
All right. Let me
I
turn
always
some-
manually go change this fuckers because I have everything. Yeah.
Whoa.
Hell
I-
yeah.
I remember this. Holy shit.
Yeah, old school.
God damn.
Okay. Okay, so we have everybody rolling their initiative. All right, I'm gonna have. Let's see, where are they? What do I have for those two? Okay. You see, coming in. Oh, I gotta organize the list here.
Yeah, we do.
Probably add a few kobolds.
There'll be kobolds. You'll see them. It's just not right now. Oh, I gotta edit from here. That's right. There we go. Let's see here. I gotta go to the GM layer. Lestibournes, since you're in that corner there, you see coming out from your right side, from the more front car, you see two kobolds run in, weapons drawn. Two of them have spears. So let me just boop and boop. And I will go ahead and add to turn order. That is, nope, add like this. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Oh, I got on the wrong layer. I remember to switch layers again.
What?
Add turn. And then you add turn.
Look at this little guy.
This is goofy guy.
I'm just gonna fire giant. They'll one shot it.
That kobold should probably be lower on the turn order compared to you, Reggie, because he has a lower dex. Okay, there we go. All right, turn order is set up. Father Sevel, we start with you.
Alrighty.
Oh, actually, wait, hold on, let me.
There
Uh,
is that kobold over there. Okay. Bu- I'm gonna
I love the
just go
separate
ahead,
sound effect. That's cool.
Mhm.
yeah.
right? And just cast Word of Radiance on this guy over here.
Okay. Let's see. Word of Radiance, is that a single target or is that a area? Because I think there's one that's like it's I cannot speak.
Action. Area of 5 feet.
Area
Ew,
5
what?
feet. Okay.
Ew.
Oh, it's 5 feet around on the target.
Each creature of your choice that you can see within range.
Oh, so no, it's everybody who's within your spellcasting range. Should say on the spell if it's like 20 or 30 feet.
5 feet.
5 feet?
So is it within 5 feet of me or 5 feet of I can see?
If you could hit display. Oh, I didn't have it set to repeat the music. That would help.
There you go.
It says 5 feet, so you'd have to be up close to them.
Yeah, it's a melee spell then.
That's ridiculous.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
All right, and then
And just use the first roll.
okay, which is 2. All right, so 4 damage. They have DC 13 con save. That is a natural 1.
Oh,
So they
get
take
fucked.
4 damage. Already not off to a good start. That searing radiant energy burns into him, and he staggers back. He's still standing, but he is severely wounded by that word.
Ba- 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 ba. Then that's my turn.
Okay.
Don't think I have any minors I can really do. At least at the moment.
Reggie, what are you doing?
Reggie.
I am turning around in my seat, kind of kneeling, and then using the back cover to stabilize my musket.
Mhm.
And I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark on this guy here.
Oh boy.
We go ahead and cast that one.
Sure.
And
that does
ignore that roll.
Yeah,
That's just
it just
when
means
I
that when you hit
attack
him,
and
you'll
hit.
do an extra 3 damage. Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Sure. Go for it. Roll me an attack roll with your musket. It's gonna get 20. Just watch. Oh, 15.
You got a 15.
Yeah, 15 to hit.
15. I'm pretty sure that's a kobold. I can't imagine they have that high of AC. They do not. All right. Go ahead and roll damage and add 3 to it from your hunter's mark.
All right, so that's going to be
11, 14.
Ignore the one from Colossus Slayer. The one I'm shooting isn't wounded yet.
Yep.
So it's going to be 14.
14 damage. Yeah, as you line up, that hunter's mark takes effect. Actually, I want to ask, how does your hunter's mark take effect? Like, what does it look like? Is there any kind of special effect to it?
No, not really. I just kind of glare at it for a bit, and like just make sure I have my target clear.
You find the perfect spot that is in between anything that like you're not gonna hit anything on the shrapnel on the side. There's no passengers in between or behind this target. You just take aim, bam, and you just annihilate. You hit him right in the chest, and his chest just caves in, and he just drops dead immediately.
Oh,
Damn.
All right, that was your
Uh,
action. Bonus action. You still have movement if you want to move.
Can I? Will it be an action for me to like sidle over the back of the chair now?
No, I would say it's pretty easy for you to do. There's some baggage back there from people who are sitting behind you. So you're kind of like stepping on like luggage and stuff as you kind of like crouch in there. But you can sit in there for a moment if you want to.
Like, how far could I get just bag hopping and then chair hopping like that?
It costs you a little bit of movement to like flip over stuff. You have like 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
I would say you could probably get 20 feet.
All right, then I will move over to here.
Actually, I'm going to zoom in here. Okay. Let's wait for it to update on the recording end. That's so silly. I gotta figure out how to get this to work better. Okay. All right, perfect. So that's your movement, action, bonus action. I'm assuming it's the end of your turn.
Yep, that's it for me.
All right. It's time for this kobold who is just fucking reeling.
The poor guy.
He is going to take his weapon. He's going to try to stab you, Sevel.
Okay. That's what?
Oh, doesn't matter. That's you rolled a 2. Does not hit you.
Oh, okay.
He swings his little dagger down, and you easily just like grab his arm and just like flip him around. You're just ducking and weaving him. That's all you can do.
I sidestep it and glare at him.
It's around this point, I would say, that you hear commotion coming from the cart behind you, as well as the storage cart that's in front of you. You hear screams. You can see on both sides of you guys, yeah.
okay.
The cart in front of you is where they were storing all their stuff, like stuff that's too big to be sat in between seats and all that. Food, supplies, stuff like that. You hear a lot of commotion come from there. More like boxes being broken, lots of movement, but not much in the way of like people. But behind you hear screams of terror, cries for help, and all that. Come to Lestibournes' turn.
At the start of his turn. Oh wait, first I need to do this. A 1. Okay. At the start of his turn, Lestibournes will look down and spit to himself. I restore balance. And he's going to take a step forward, and with that 1, his summoning thing, step forward, will be cogwheels hover behind me. So
Okay.
he has large cogwheels floating behind him. And he's going to step. Look this. He knows Sevel. He's got this. Let's see what these screams were. Let's see. So that was.
That's not
10,
screams.
15.
That's not screams. That is the box.
You're going to
There's
box.
noise that way, right?
Yeah,
There is noise,
Yeah.
but it's not the screams of help. It is the rummaging and like
Rummaging.
moving. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll still head this way then.
Okay. So make sure you knew.
20.
Alright.
And I'll see what's in here.
Okay. Okay. So let me actually stop you. Just go like right
Back here?
between. Yeah,
Mhm.
like basically right at the door, essentially.
Yeah.
There's a window piece you can look in. So I'll go ahead and reveal what you see here. You see a bunch of kobolds. Let's see, where is it? There it is. As well as one of them among them who is bigger than the others and has a is it the? Let me check if that's the right one. Yeah. Is it the right one? Make sure it's the right one before I say anything else. Yeah, you see one that has like is more armor than the other ones. Let me just scroll down here. Bigger, just holding a nice like hefty axe with him and a big shield. And he's like, it looks like he's shouting orders to the rest of them as they're flipping boxes, ripping apart barrels and nets and stuff to like get into the stuff. You see, 3 of these smaller kobolds and that one big guy in the back.
All right. I'm gonna walk forward just enough to open the door, like stand in the doorway kind of thing.
Sure.
Looking into all of them, and it's gonna be all right, let's do this. And I am going to use my meta magic and burn 2 of my sorcery points.
Does his gear shift and he goes from like deep and serious to all right? Like what the fuck?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
And I'm going to use Twin Spell, which will make it so my next spell, which is going to be level 2, which is why I'm using 2 points. I can target another. And as if I'm a monk, he's going to step forward and like punch with one fist and punch with the other to launch both out. And it will be a Chaos Bolt to this guy. And the big... Oh, well, I'm blocked by the big guy, right? These boxes are probably a little...
They're probably about waist high. You can still see the big shield guy beyond it. So
okay, because he's big enough?
Because he's big enough, yeah.
So I can target the little one and this one. Do you know if it's 2 separate rolls?
It is 2 separate rolls.
Okay, so this will be the roll for the little guy first.
Right, and this little guy that's right in front of you, or is it further back?
This one, the little guy right in front of me, because the other one is going to be the big.
Okay, that will be this one here.
We'll make it this one psychic.
And then
that is a... Wait, did that roll damage? I did cast.
It casted.
Oh, here, I'll just do the... I'll click the it's a 22 to hit.
22. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
was the upper one a 14 to hit?
Yeah,
then?
the upper one was a 14 to hit.
Okay, 14 to hit this little guy here.
14 to the small one, that does hit. And 20,
that is 20 damage.
20 fucking eviscerated.
And it's psychic damage at that. Okay.
So as the energy kind of coalesces around it seeps into like in between his ears, and he just holds it like and then he just falls over dead.
That was the first punch, and as if I'm a monk, I go a nice swift motion for the second one.
Sure thing. So that's 22 to hit on
this will be lightning damage.
Lightning damage? Okay.
It rolled damage again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, no. So I keep missing because it's split there. Because you see how it's Lestibournes. It was 15 to hit that one.
Okay, it's 15 to hit the big guy.
Yes.
Okay, let me double check. Can I please pull up my encounter so that way I can just more easily track this? Why did it sign me out of D&D Beyond?
It hates you.
Oh my god, I'm just having every issue under the sun. Alright. Let's see, is it this one here? No, it's not this one. It is this one. No, it's not. It's this one. I should really name these better.
Should.
Alright. A 15 just hits.
Oh. 12 lightning damage.
12 lightning damage. Alright, so this one's dead. And this one takes... you said 15 damage?
12 lightning damage.
12 lightning damage. Okay.
Correct.
Actually, that's a good point. I should do this real quick. Okay. Yeah, so he takes the full 15 and 12. So a sizable it's lightning damage. So you see like the electricity like course over his body. He kind of tenses for a moment. As he looks around and eventually kind of spots you across the way. And he'll clang his axe at you like, yacha, yacha! And he'll just point at you and send the other, basically order the kobolds to kind of go after you. So they go
take
ahead.
A step away and let that door close behind me. My last 5 feet.
Sure thing. I will go ahead and add these guys to the turn order.
Is message a action?
It should say if it's an action or a bonus action, but I do believe it is an action to use.
Okay, and I used my action. Okay.
So this one was... yeah.
Oh, and using sorcery points is a bonus action anyways. Okay, so that would be my turn.
Okay. And then you... that's that one up there. Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna try and get these guys all up on the order. Let's see what that is. Actually, I'm gonna put that so. And then you.
That was a mistake.
How dare you?
Alright, let's see here.
I was trying to get it to see what type of damage this was, and it's not telling me, and it's annoying.
Okay, you want to see here while I refix this? Lestibournes just went. So this cobble's just going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then that's all I can. Okay, it can be used as action to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's it's used action. You can't do anything else except dash.
Still, this came at me.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, Orilia, it is your turn.
All right, I'm just DM to clarify 2 mechanical things.
Sure.
First, I know we talked about how we had changed earlier before that I was not Fey, but I was Celestial.
Yes.
Hexblade is still part of my kit, correct? Because it still shows here. I just wanted to double check how we had set this up.
Oh my god, is it still doing that thing?
I remember before Chris thought it wasn't part of it, but there was some reason why it was.
It's because it's because both of those came from the same book. I think that's why, but it should still be separate. I don't. Hold on, let me see here.
I just want to make sure because I have a lot of stuff on my fucking thing, and I thought we had talked about at least having the frost damage on shit.
Yeah, your frost that comes from your Crimson Right. That's separate.
Okay.
Let me see here.
But I have the thing that lets me cast with my int.
Yeah, that would be
Hexblade.
no, not Hexblade. That is
What
that.
was that?
Well, no, Hexblade would be your patron, which is actually Celestial. The int-based casting is because you're a blood hunter.
Okay,
Of
I
Profane
just wanted
Soul.
to make sure I understood everything. Okay, so then everything here is correct. It just keeps saying Hexblade for some fucking reason, but that's fine. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was clarified on everything. Second question that I had, it's been a long time. Remind me, changing weapons is a what?
Changing weapons would be an action.
Okay, since I don't see really anybody that looks like they got this Cobalt taken care of, I will just shout out to the group. I'll take the other passenger car. And I'm going to swap from my crossbow. And I will instead take out my rapier. And then as I do, I will lift it to my... I will kind of like roll up my wrist, take the rapier, and activate my Crimson Right.
Sure thing.
Whoops.
Oh my
Close to
lord!
Holy mo-
Second one, you are there.
That-
your weapon choice, then.
Not need to post this.
That post was so powerful, it knocked me out of Discord for a moment.
That's hilarious. All right. My bad. Anyways,
It's all good.
it just basically means that I will, when I activate it, I take 1d4 of necrotic damage, so 1.
Yep.
And do I take that every turn?
No, it's just for activation.
Okay, for activation. And when you see me do this, I basically take my rapier, hold it up to like my exposed wrist, and cut it. And then as it pulls away, the blood coalesces from my wrist and begins to basically wrap around my rapier until my it like solidifies around it, and then my rapier becomes like frozen. And I will then dart off to the other cabin.
Sure thing.
3, 4. I'm going to peek in the window.
Sure thing. In this back cabin, let's see here. Let me go to the right layer. You see a site very similar to what Lestibournes had seen. You see a few more kobolds, and then among them in the back, you see not heavily armored, more draped in this deep purple robe. A hood pulled over him as he's holding a gnarled stick in his hand as he's like pointing it at the passengers in the back, and basically, like, and these two kobolds are like holding out sacks, and basically they're robbing these people.
Okay. How much movement do I have? 30?
It should be 30, I think, for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, I can really only stand. I can get to you.
Okay, so you're prepped to go in there next turn.
Yes.
Okay, let me go ahead and add those guys to the turn order as well. Oh, wrong layer. Add turn. Let's see, this one is...
Some of these spells list packed on them. Is it because I get it from my pack? But it's a checkbox.
And then you...
I'll have to look into that.
Oh my god. How come I can't... I have to bring him forward here just for a moment so I can give him the turn. Because it... Oh, that's stretching him. Don't want to do that. Okay, and then... There we go. And then he has... Oh, he rolled really well. Okay. So let me just reset. So let's see. Okay. So now we come to this kobold, and he's just going to move 1, 2...
I see what it is. Yeah, it's giving me 2 rights. Okay, I just know which one I can't use. That's fine.
Yeah, I will say, corner I can see there, it just shows you the information from both Celestial and Hexblade, but
Yeah,
just know that
I
you're
have
Celestial.
Yeah. I remember I was looking for where in the world that happened, and I see it now. We're good.
It's so silly that they haven't paired up like that. I wish they didn't do that. That's just kind of, it's just a mucky thing to read through. All right, so that kobold just moving up and gathering stuff. These patrons are like, they're pulling out their valuables and like dumping them into a bag. But that's all they're doing. We come down here to the big shield guy, and he is going to blah 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 blah. He has that much movement, so he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20 action. 5, 10, 15, 20. Just dash up. And that's all he's doing. At the top of the turn order, we have this guy, and he's just gonna move here to kind of just like pointing around, basically intimidating everybody. Sevel.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Alrighty. I look down at the one in front of me, and he's probably still off balance from trying to slash at me, right?
Yeah.
I grab him and cast Inflict Wounds.
Let's see. An 11 to hit.
Inflict wounds.
Unfortunately, an 11 misses. As he's staggering back, he catches your dark hand full of necrotic energy and just kind of ducks just barely out of the way.
Alrighty. Let me just double check that. Action. Alright. You know what? I slap him.
Slap him.
Just not an attack, not an action, just
Free
I slap
action, an insulting slap.
Yep.
Okay,
fuck
I'll
this
let.
thing.
Give him a slight slap with the non-necrotic hand, and he just looks hurt by your action. Is that your turn, Sevel?
Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Let's see. And now we have this guy who is up here. Okay. Okay, let me scroll up here so we can see the viewpoint. This kobold here is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to do a quick check here. Orilia, are you being stealthy at all, or are you just like looking in like I'm about to bust in there? Oh. Ben?
He died.
He did mention he had to get up once or twice during the session to handle food stuff. Oh, he died.
Might be having Discord problems.
There he is.
It's Discord being a piece of shit. So To be fair, I probably would have run up to the door, taken account of who's in there, and then like ducked down.
Okay. Can I have roll me a stealth check real quick?
Sure thing. How are we on stealth? We have a +3 in that.
Easy.
We nat one it though. I get the first kill of the game. I get a nat one.
So really, as you like lean against, you're like duck down just enough, but you realize your horns go just high enough that they are seen in the window.
They're so big.
As this kobold screams, "Yacha! Yacha!" This one at least is now aware of your presence, and is trying to alert the others about you being there. But that's all he's doing this turn.
All right. Not a bad result of a nat one, but that's alright.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
He rolled very high anyway, but
Okay.
all right. Reggie, what are you doing?
I'm going to start reloading my musket,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna say, you all a good show, everyone, so far. I'm gonna go check on the cargo hold, and I'm gonna just walk up to the door.
Yeah.
Can I see the cogs behind Lestibournes from here, or is he?
I'll ask. How long do those cogs last? Is it just like while you're in spellcasting?
It's the whole combat.
Whole
I do
combat?
it every combat. It's pretty much what controls. My back is to this wall, so I assume you could probably see the
Yeah.
like against the wall.
You see the cogs, you see Lestibournes kind of like lean up against the back end of this cargo, and probably past the cogs, like where they kind of like obfuscate into the door. You see coming up as a kobold on the other side.
Perhaps he could use some assistance. I'm gonna step out of the door.
Okay.
Fine time meeting you again, good sir.
It is good to meet you. And he's gonna offer up the cigar, or whatever's left of it.
A little nub.
Thank you. He's gonna take it and light it.
I don't know if there's anything left to light at this.
It's a
You're just
nub.
lighting
It's
this
barely.
nub.
It'll probably last a round.
That's all he needs.
That's all I can do for right now.
Okay. Next on the turn order is, I believe it's up here, maybe?
Sevel's kobold.
Sevel's kobold? Oh, it is Sevel's kobold. He's gonna try to get you again.
If you hover over it, it'll highlight the person in yellow.
Oh, it's because I have it zoomed in on the
yeah,
side, so I
have
took it
it.
around.
I have it out.
Alright, so let's see here. Alright, he's gonna try to get you with his dagger again, because, you know, that's all he can do. No. You rolled another 2. He does nothing.
I slap him across the face again.
Reaction. I slapped him. Insult of opportunity.
You know, Sevel, roll me an intimidation check real quick.
It's just over time, it's just wearing him down. He's gonna start crying.
Where's the roll? There it is.
17? Alright, let's see.
You are
Pretty
intimidating.
good.
I mean, if you're this poor little kobold staring up at what looks like the Reaper himself slapping you every time you try to do something.
The kobold is going to, like, hold up his dagger and the little sack he's been carrying and just drop them both to the ground and, like, hold his hands up, like, no pain! No pain!
I wordlessly look at the kobold. How much do these things weigh? Can I lift one up?
Oh, let me see here. Kobold's pretty small. They're a small humanoid, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like a 60-pound, maybe even like less than that. They're tiny things.
Okay. Can I lift him up and sit him down on the seat next to me, pick his shit up, and then start walking?
Real quick for reference, they are 35 to 45 pounds.
They're 5 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah, they are very light.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I would say even with your oldness, you could probably pick this guy up and like hold him and put him somewhere else. So where do you want to put him?
You know, I'm pretty jacked for an old man.
Yeah.
Probably just right here.
Just on a chair.
Just on the chair.
Sure. Yeah, you just set him down. He just kind of sits, is just very confused, but he sits.
I stare. I just stare. Keep staring at him, and just say "stay." Pick the shit up, and it's not my turn, so I'm not gonna move. But
I will call him Chaka.
All right, Lestibournes. What are you doing, buddy?
Lestibournes will look to Reginald. I will do stomp, then you do what you need to do. And he will 5, 10,
Sounds good, my friend.
15. And I am going to... He's going to lift up his foot and slam it to the ground. And a huge wave of fire is going to shoot out. And I will be casting Agonizer's Scorcher here. I can cast on if you need to see what it does.
Yeah, I see it.
I guess it did it. The thingy.
Yeah, you gotta display in
It's a deck save. It's the earlier
Dex
one.
save?
Yeah.
All right. Is it like everybody in a certain
Here it
area
is.
or okay?
Line roaring 30 feet by 5 feet. So it's gonna hit both of these guys.
30 feet.
And it is
long.
a dex saving throw. If they fail it, they take 15 damage. If they don't, they take half, which is 6, I believe.
Okay.
Or 7, sorry, because you round down.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. So it's gonna hit them both. All right. So dex save.
And I guess any of the cargo as well is gonna get hit.
Yeah, they don't really get a dex
That's
throw for
alright.
that. You'll probably only hit the box over here with that.
Maybe that one.
That one. No, I mean if you aim it right, I think you could probably just. I mean,
30 by.
if you want,
Yeah.
if you want to, if you move,
There we go. Yeah, that would hit.
I'll
That
say.
would, yeah, you're right. It would probably just hit that one box. There.
All right, I'll say if you do that, but that would also hit this box in the back. So yeah, I mean you're picking a really shitty box. It's
I'm
fine.
hitting a box.
You're
It's
hitting a box
alright,
regardless,
that
but
one has an X on it. Who cares about it? That's X for destroy this box.
all right. So we're gonna roll dex save for this kobold up front.
DC of
first.
13.
DC 13.
says-
So that rolled out there. And it rolls at 15, so he's going to take half. And then the big shield guy is going to roll. But he fails. So, let's see, 7 damage. Unfortunately, that is still above the the health of that kobold. So, that kobold that's right in front just... Sorry, has sneezed. He sneezes and dies. That's what happens. No, he gets basically the Scorcher just comes up and it just rips him in half as he just falls to the ground, like split in half and burnt.
Dies, bro.
The poor guy.
And then that one is dead. This one's dead. And then Shield he failed save, so he takes 15 damage.
15 fire damage, correct.
15 fire damage. Yeah, and he's so. Not looking too good. All right. That's your movement and your action.
That's half my move. Yeah, so I was gonna move back now.
Yeah, sure thing.
Because I don't have a bonus action. Correct, yeah. And I'm gonna go. Cool. And since it ticked once more, I will look to Reginald. They are all yours.
I'm getting excited already.
And that'll be my turn.
Okie doke. And we go to Cole that's down here. And he is just going to move up. Let's see here. If I can just move in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Use action and... Oh. There we go. Action and movements. Alright. That's all for him. Alright. Orilia.
They already know I'm here, so I will do my greatest of dramatic entrances. I will slip off my glove. I will throw open the door and throw my glove. May I throw it as just like kind of like a insulting
Absolutely.
challenge?
Free action
by
to
mo-
insult.
Free action, and I throw it so that it hopefully like kind of smacks that first kobold in the face.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just go, under the name of the great... Oh, fuck. Hold on, I have to pull up her name. Fuck. I had her
Did she
name.
say this in character?
No. Shut up.
All of it.
Shut up. All right, hold on. No. Where is my... You put him on... Where is the matron's name? Did you put the matron on here? I gave you her name. Did you put it on my list?
Let's see, did I?
I don't see it. But I know you wrote them all down the other day.
I did. Let me pull it up real quick for you.
Thank you.
Let's see, PC notes. Oh, that is. I'll have to block that out. Let's see here. Let's see. Scroll down. Rosolis.
Can you spell that again?
Rosolis.
Rosolis.
Yep.
Rosolis, thank you. I will burst down the door and go. In the name of Rosolis Bloodstone, I, Orilia Bloodstone of the Bloodstone family, order you to step off this train or die. I just look to see what the kobold says to that
Let's see.
as I like point my sword at him.
Are you trying to intimidate them or?
Oh yeah, intimidate. We'll intimidate.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
It's 10.
It's a 10.
It was almost a 20. Oh, it rolled over from 19 to 9.
The kobold will raise its spear at you. It's like, long talker! Long talker!
All right. Well, that's fine.
Oh.
Rapier and try to stab him.
Yeah, go for it.
12.
A 12 just hits.
Let's go. And then this is plus, this plus 2.
Okay.
8.
8 damage.
It's frost.
Right, it's a frost damage. That easily pierces through him, and you dispatch him easily. Oh my god. I just got discounted like 6 times. What the fuck is going on?
May I ask, it says under actions in combat, no action. Does that make it free?
I
My
guess.
blood maledict?
Oh, let me see. Blood maledict.
It's under other for me. Other actions in combat. Interact with an object. Blood maledict. No action.
Let's see.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, basically, it just means that the blood maledict you use will have the cost of its action. So another one you have is you're using your reaction.
Okay. All right. Cool. At that, then, kind of to intimidate them. Let's see. How far can a kobold move? About 30.
A kobold. Let's see. About 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. It has to be a. Reaction. Would a weapon attack count as throw? Can it throw something?
Yeah. As long as it's a attack of some kind. Yeah, you can throw a spear.
Okay. At that, I'm just going to look up at the others. He didn't learn his lesson. And I'm going to snap my finger and enact Blood Maledict.
Sure.
And I use Curse of the Fallen Puppet. And I will make the now dead body of the kobold in front of me rise. And I will amplify this, so I will take 1d4 of damage.
That's horrifying.
And I will then go, Servant of Bloodstone, dispatch them. And I will have him run forward 15 feet and chuck his spear at the other kobold.
The one that's the small one right in front?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is a +2 to the attack roll.
Correct.
So he's gonna turn around and just almost like a Olympic javelin. So, let's see here. Spear. Let me pull up the info for that. Just make sure I have the right roll for it. Okay. It's throwing to be a dex-based attack. Gets a +2. That does hit.
Let's go!
Alright, so now he has to roll damage. This is gonna be fucking hilarious if it actually kills with
If
this.
it kills, please.
He rolled max value. He just chucks that spear and it just goes right through that kobold and kills him too.
Oh god, why?
And then I'm just going to kind of lower my head, pull, pose my sword again and just look at him. Last chance.
Whew. Is that your turn?
That is my turn because
Okay.
I guess I still have some movement. I could, intimidatingly, that would have been what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Right, where like the other one pretty much ran up to and then died throwing his spear.
Yeah, and you see that corpse that you've manipulated. You see that its veins are like all rippling and all that with like manipulation. And the other one just has a spear stuck through his chest. He's just on his back.
Yup.
The bags they had with full of possessions are like scattered about, and the passengers are like they're still freaked out, but they're kind of like, okay, no, there's somebody here. Okay, cool. Bloodstone, cool. Okay. All right, and now we come down to the big shield. Let's see here. 5, 10, 20. He is going to charge into the door and try and knock it off its hinges and into you, Reggie.
Oh God! It's
So-
like Reggie walks out, just immediately gets floored by a door.
So let's see here. Let's finish on
I
these.
was not expecting that.
Okay. What is his strength? It's not that big. Lestibournes, as you're like leaning against the wall here, kind of like after shooting magic out and all that, you see the door just dent outward. It hasn't hopped off its hinges, but it's definitely damaged. And you
I'm
just
gonna
hear
look to Reginald and see how he's looking.
Reginald is unfazed and has entered like a hunter's zen of just pure focus.
Clever girl.
clever girl. It's gonna make another attack on the door because it uses charge for that.
Uh-oh.
That's a lot better.
Uh-oh.
And the last one, he doesn't have as much force behind it as the charge, but he goes, and the shield pops it, and the door just goes down and falls underneath the train, skidding, sparking across. And now there's no cover as this fucking brutish kobold with a big ass shield and big axe is just in the doorway, just clanging, doom, doom, doom.
Hello there, friend. And I want to have my musket like drawn up, facing him already.
Sure. That's his turn as we go up to this guy up here, the robed entity. Let's see here.
The road then.
As he look as this rope figure looks at you, Orilia, he kind of like sneers and like flicks his tongue and is like, "For doing that to my men, you will pay." And he will hold his staff up and he will start charging energy into it. Let's see here.
Let's go, bitch.
Does a 13
Kill him.
hit?
A 13 does not hit.
All right.
What?
As this like it starts like multiplying in between colors, all of a sudden shoots out this vibrant yellow as it zaps towards you and past you, off the mark just by a hair, as it hits the side and scorches part of the corner of the train.
That'll be a problem.
And then he charges up another one. Gets 2 of them per turn.
Okay.
That is an 18 to hit.
That
Oh,
hits.
God.
Okay.
My AC do be 15.
All right.
Doobie.
I was gonna stick with the lightning. As he shoots and deals. It kind of like this time he has his aim corrected and he just kind of arcs it over on top of you, and it does 8 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm down to 17.
All right, that's his turn. Sevel. I gotta stop calling you Sevel. Sevel.
I walk up 2, 3, 4. This is the leadery looking guy. I walk up to here and cast Hold Person.
Hold person.
I love hold person.
That's what I meant to do.
Chris.
Oh, one sec.
I love the train background. I wish Avalm had
You
been
need
to
to
the
do
point where we could have had a proper train.
I just love the idea that we hear screams from the back, and the majority of us go to the cargo instead of the people getting.
But my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have important documents back here.
I have a stuffed animal back here.
I've already fallen in love with this class in like 2 seconds. In one turn.
It's pretty fun. Bloodhunter has some really cool tools.
I love the puppet one. It sucks I can basically only use it once in combat right now, but fuck me, is that the coolest shit ever?
Alright, I'll go ahead and say this because you know the spell. The creature you're fighting is not a humanoid, so you cannot hold person on him.
Oh yeah, you'd have to use hold creature. That's right.
Right. Okay. So just refund that, or
Yeah, I'll let you refund that because it's one of those things where it's like it says hold person. That could be a humanoid, which these guys are like they're bipedal, they're walking, they're talking, but they're not considered humans. They're not considered humanoids.
Yeah, not specifically humanoid.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, no problem. In that case, he's holding a weapon, isn't he?
He is holding a shield in one hand and an axe in the other.
Okay. I look at the axe and tell him to drop it.
Command again.
Yes.
I love command. All right. Let's see here. That is a wisdom saving throw.
Sevel's just turning and looking places and commanding people, and it's working. he took care of that kobold.
That is a 14. He does save. And you see him, his grip loosens, and he shakes up like...
I just look up and just go, "You'll wish you dropped it."
He tried to save you.
And that's my turn. I don't really have a whole lot of bonus actions or other shit at the moment.
No problem, no problem.
Do you have another double A battery?
No double A. Shit.
Better fuck this guy up.
Give me one moment. I'll see if I find one.
Sorry.
I'm about to destroy this bitch in the...
Alright. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Reggie.
I say, you really should have listened. And then I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the big guy in front of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot him.
I pull out my gun.
I cast gun.
Not a good roll. Never mind. I will not shoot him.
Unfortunately, as the broken door is underneath, it skids and upsets the train's balance, and you kind of veer off as you fire your gun, missing him by a Badlands mile.
I'm gonna kind of widen my eyes a bit. Go, shit. Turn around. I'm gonna run.
Shit. Shit.
Goodbye.
Excuse me, sir.
That's hilarious. Shit.
All right. Is that your turn, Reggie?
Yep.
All right.
Whoops.
Oh, whoops.
Does he stay?
Yeah, he stays. That's his turn. Lestibournes. To your left, there is a big, gnarly kobold with a big axe and a big shield, and he looks pissed.
Yeah, I thought Reggie was going to take care of that. I need one quick second to see what I'm doing as a spell.
Sure thing. Yeah.
I also thought Reggie was gonna take care of that.
Damn.
Incredible.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, I could have been using silvery barbs whenever attacks have been happening. I need to remember that. Does Thunderclap have a knockback?
If it says it has knockback, it does. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Read your
Yeah,
spells.
let's Thunderclap him. Lestibournes is gonna take a step forward, and he's gonna pull back his hands and slam them in for a Thunderclap.
All right. What save is that?
DC 13. 1
13
damage.
Con save.
Rolling out the big guns over here.
He unfortunately rolled a nat 1 on his save.
Oh, please thank the Lord. 1 damage.
1 thunder damage. Okay, I'll mark that. Not looking too hot.
I will take the attack of opportunity. 10.
Okay. He will attempt to strike you.
Would have been better if I just disengaged there. But...
Let's see. That is... That would be a 13 to hit.
13 to hit. That is a hit.
Okay. Just the Axos. It's not that much damage, but we'll see. Oh, you take 6 points of slashing damage.
Owie.
You rolled pretty well.
Alright. 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright. I'm gonna give a clear line of sight from my boy Sevel to see this large boy. And that will be my turn. I'm gonna slump against the this chair a little bit. That hurt.
Okay. And then we have, guess this is the kobold that's back here. Yeah. Kobold back here is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20. And then he's going to pull out his little sling, and he is going to attempt to like throw a rock at. He's seen Lestibournes do a lot of things. So he's going to target Lestibournes with the sling attack.
Oh no!
Let's see here. That is a d20 plus. That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
It's only a tiny little bit of damage. So, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
And is that succeeding an attack roll?
That is succeeding an attack roll.
Alright, I use silvery barbs. I don't fully understand what this does.
Oh, whenever an opponent attacks you, you can make them swing at disadvantage.
Oh, it doesn't even have to be me either.
Yeah.
No, wait.
It's when attack is declared, you make them swing at disadvantage, and you can give advantage to someone else. So you did it before I roll.
Magically
Or
wait,
as
but then
I roll.
how would I get it on a successful attack roll if it's before it rolls?
Oh, so basically, when I say 17 and you say that hits, I'm going to use silver barbs. You make me roll again, and if it rolls lower, then it...
Oh!
You do it when the attack lands, but before damage is done.
You just have to creature in turn to encouragement. Creature must reroll the d20 means the lower roll. Okay. So I'll save that for next time.
Alright. So you're not going to roll that back? Because if you're intending to use silver barbs, I can roll that damage back on you.
It's fine.
You're still learning.
I'll play it through.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so that you got hit in the head with a rock. Bink.
Yeah, it hurt. Ow.
That's all it gets on its turn. All right. Aurelia, we come back to you. You're 1v1.
You will regret that. And I'm just going to rush forward. 5, 10, 15.
And go for it.
16.
16 against him. That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Rapier. 7.
7 damage. Let's see here. Yep. A nice chunk of damage.
Let me see then. May I use my... Well, I don't know if this count. Use... Oh, no, I used my... Yeah, I used my instance of Blood Malady. Never mind. That's all I got.
Okay.
I don't believe there's anything else I can do.
If you have a spell that's a bonus action, if you have anything like that, you can use. But otherwise, yeah, that'd be your turn.
Don't believe any cantrips count.
If it says bonus action, then if it says it says 1 BA next to it, that means 1 bonus action.
Spell at will. I'm trying to figure out where it would say bonus.
Let me see here. Like it says name that it's the time. The time is what it is. It's under time. It says 1A, 1A.
1A, 1A. Oh,
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, time.
No,
So it's all actions.
Action.
All right, all good. Just want to make sure. All right, so that is your turn, and we come to the big shield guy. He is going to
I should have done something. It's fine.
run in 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to shield charge you, Lesty. Let's see here. That's unfortunately only going to be a 10 to hit.
Oh, thank God that one messes up. Sheesh.
But that's just his movement, so now he's going to go for his axe attacks.
Uh-oh.
Make sure.
All right, I have silvery barbs ready this time.
All right, so first axe swing is no, that's like a 5 to hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Second axe swing.
Another block.
That's cocked. Second axe swing is a 17 to hit.
I'm gonna use silvery barbs on that one to be reroll.
Okay, so I'm gonna reroll and use lower one.
And I will give the advantage to Sevel.
Well, the lower one is he rolled a 15.
Ooh. Well, it still hits.
It still hits, but now you give advantage to Sevel.
Yeah, I'll at least give him advantage. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see here.
Or Sevel. Sevel.
Sevel. You take 5 points of slashing damage.
All right.
But that is his turn. Now we come back up here with the caster. What can he do here?
He can eat her.
Okay. I'm gonna double check that, make sure that's right, because that's really cool if I can do that right now. Oh, come on, please. Internet! Fuck, we're just gonna ball. He's gonna hold the staff up, and you see instead of the chaotic elemental magic, it's a dark purpley magic. As he kind of swings it down at your feet, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to help you get some music set up here.
Yeah.
I can't listen to the same track.
No, it's just I
like
didn't bring it up in here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna update it. Don't worry. I just haven't picked up.
Okay.
Music. Yeah, this is not gonna be your battle music. This is the only battle music I had on hand. But Ben, yeah, if you can roll me a con saving throw.
Who, me?
Yes, you. This is the sorcerer in front of you. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't hear. What did he hit me with?
You don't know yet. He looks like he's swinging some magic at you down at your feet.
I'm so sorry. I thought it was somebody else. Con
okay.
Saving throw. Con.
9. Ooh.
Oh.
And you see the magic swing underneath you, and you feel your feet pulled down and then pushed up as he levitates you in the air.
Motherfucker. Okay, so I'm in the air.
Yes. And he moves you up 20 feet, so you are bumping into the ceiling of the train car.
Do I take any damage?
You don't take any damage, but now you're just in a position where it's really hard for you to swing at him because he's kind of down low, and he
Okay.
and then he will grab the sack of the nearby kobold that you killed and pick it up and start moving away. You do get an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Okay. And that just has to be a weapon attack, correct? It
Yes.
can't be like a cantrip. Okay. 1, 2, 13.
All right, 13. Let's see, 13 against him. 13
Yeah, he's
unfortunately
almost-
misses. You swing it
Okay.
just a little too wide, and he's got you flipped upside down, and he just runs underneath you like, ah, and he runs over here and over to, oh, not over there,
The
here.
window.
To the window to
Okay.
jump back onto his little
The
train.
window.
The
Yeah,
next
but,
part
he's
of
not
the
out of, but he's not out of the train yet.
He's not on the train yet, because he had to use his action in order to cast a spell on you, so he does not have enough movement to get out yet.
Okay. Still get this bitch.
Okay. That's his turn, though. So now we go down to Father Sevel Augus. What are you doing, dude?
I look at the one that I tried to fucking tell to drop his shit, and you know what? If this roll goes through, he's fucking blind now.
All right. Let's see. DC 13 con saving throw. Let's see here. And unfortunately, he rolled really high. That is a 19.
God damn it. Alright, well, in that case, I'm just gonna walk over here. You guys got this well in hand. I pat my new friend on the head, and I shout, How's things going in the back?
Can I hear him?
It's a little
It's
faint,
probably
but
pretty loud.
it's a little faint, especially over the roar and everything. But if you shout, let's see, you know what? Roll me a perception check, Orilia. We'll see if you can hear it. Pick out over the crowd of screams. 20. It's very faint, but that deep, bassy voice you pick up as you hear Sevel, your new friend, ask you, "How's it going back there?"
I screech as loud as I can. A bit up in the air right now.
Okay.
Is that your
Well-
turn, Sevel?
Yes, this is as far as I can walk, and I don't have shit for bonus.
Okay. Reggie, what are you doing, buddy?
I hate all of you.
Uh-oh, his cog is shifted.
I'm reloading,
I forgot I cast a spell last round, yeah.
and while I'm reloading, I'm gonna look over at this guy like, so are you good now, or do I need to get to you after I get to him? And I point to the shield guy.
And the kobold looks at you, and then looks back at the shield kobold, and he's just like, "I'm dead no matter what."
Fair enough. And that's it.
All right. Is time for is it that kobold? Is the one sitting there? It is.
He's gonna stab you.
Let's see what he does.
You better not.
He's maintaining his cool as he just sits there. Lestibournes. You just got your shit walloped a little bit.
I have disadvantage in melee spells, correct? Like if I were to use a spell on this guy.
If it's used like Chaos Bolt, then yeah, they would have you would have
Chaos Bolt
disadvantage.
is exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, for stuff like that, you would have disadvantage for casting spell. But anything that requires like a saving throw, there'd be no change. They would have to still have to make the same roll.
Let me check what this is. Oh, okay. There's a chart to turn sorcery points back into spells. And I was curious to see what would be what. But it's okay. So I'm going to use my action to disengage then.
Sure thing.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna slam it like onto the ground there and go, "You guys left me."
I meant no offense by it, sir. I just needed time to reload.
Is that your turn, Lesty?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to convert a spell slot 1, a first level spell, into a sorcery point?
Sure thing.
Or does that become 2 sorcery points?
Check. I think it's first level does give you 2, but double check real quick.
Well, because a first level costs 2 to turn 2 sorcery points into a first. So I'm wondering if it's vice versa.
Double check your stuff and we'll roll back to you.
Yeah, no problem. That's the end of my turn.
Yeah. Alright, we come to this kobold. This kobold's going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Lusty's kind of like ducked down between between seats. Sevel's in the middle. Reggie, are you like peering over the chair you're sitting in, the seat you're sitting in, or are you kind of like hiding but ducking behind it?
A true man never hides.
All right. Question is it going to hit you or is it going to hit Sevel? He hasn't seen Sevel do much. He's seen like cast spells, but it doesn't seem to have any effect. He's seen you shoot one of his friends.
I want to yell, "This guy's on our side now," and point at the kobold in between me and Sevel.
Make a charisma check. Just roll d20, add your charisma modifier. Because
these 2 kobolds are married, actually.
They're not, because you're not...
17.
17. All right. We're going to roll insight for this kobold, which is not good for him.
He's gonna kill Lestibournes instead.
Okay. Roll that. So now I roll this. No. Shit.
Sorry about this, chap.
So as you're like saying this, you see the kobold in front, like just load up his rock and swing. It comes at you, Reggie, but then it curves and it hits that kobold next to you and just kills him. Just caves his head in.
I want right before the rock hits him. I just want to turn and go, "Sorry about this, chap."
Then his head pops.
Yeah. That's his turn.
Traitor.
Orilia, we're back with you. What are you doing? Well, you're stuck in the air. Is there a saving throw against that even? I should really double check that.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn. I'm just making sure. Okay, so you can still move and everything on your turn, but you can only move by pushing or pulling yourself via object. So since you're up against this thing, you can kind of just pull yourself across the surface of it to get over to him.
Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Hell yeah! Let's
what
go.
Is it they go like, yeah, pull.
I'm gonna
spit in Eldritch Blast.
I just gotta kind of sit there and chuckle as I like sitting there like up against the ceiling. I'm not just a blade, you know? Fuck!
You are just a blade.
I am. I will have pointed my blade to try to Eldritch Blast him and completely whiffed.
It might be just this inverted sense you're feeling because it's like you're floating, but you're not like adjusted to like you're not upside down, but you're not upside right. It's weird, and it just goes like equilibrium as you fire and goes wide, and it strikes a nearby seat, blowing it apart. Thankfully, with nobody in there.
I get incredibly frustrated. I'm gonna do what you said. I'm just start crawling like a fucking goblin across the fucking ceiling. 5, 10, 15. I'm just gonna get above him and like just reach out. I'm head that bag.
All right, crawl over and you just hang out.
I do. At least I'm in range again.
Yeah. Let's see. Now we come down to the shield bearer. Let's see. What is he gonna do here? He is going to.
Fucking piece of shit.
Let's see. Well, first he's gonna smack that kobold upside the head. Cause not like in a like murderous way, just in a like you're an idiot. And he's gonna move past 5, 10, 15, 20. and then he's going to charge in 5, 10, 15, 20 into you, Sevel.
Lestibournes like, oh.
With a shield charge.
Alrighty.
That
You
will
have
be...
advantage on this.
It's not a saving
Oh wait,
throw.
no, right? It's not FF. Not FF Balm. It's not Balm.
That will be a 21 to hit. You rolled very high.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he just hits you across with the shield.
Okay.
That's all he can do though because he uses action to dash in. And now we go back to the top with
I had to put him in melee range in the
Sorcerer. Alright.
What's he gonna do?
That's a good question. What is he gonna do?
I have to imagine I'm waving my hand constantly trying to grab it. I'm like, come here!
He is going to use his action to manipulate the levitate spell, and he's going to push you back 20 feet back the way you came.
This motherfucker. Do I have to resist this or no? I don't think it matters.
No, make an athletics check, because you might be able to grab on something to hold yourself at bay to stop it from moving you. So go ahead and roll me an athletics check, and it'll be try to be his DC for a spell.
No, fucking 5.
It just slips, you're not used to this, and he just moves you back 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Do I take any damage?
No, you don't take any damage.
Okay.
But now he 5, 10, and he jumps out onto his little station wagon to get out of here.
This motherfucker.
Granted, only with one of the bags. So there was like 2 bags out there, so he didn't steal everything. But he did. Looks like he's about to make off with something.
Yeah.
That will be his turn. We come back to Sevel. You just got your ass beat by a shield. Like it literally slapped you on the cheeks. What are you doing?
I grab him and try to inflict wounds.
Sure. You have advantage on this because of the silvery barbs that Leslie cast earlier.
Okay. So that's 1d20 plus 5.
Okay.
17 to hit.
17 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, no, they already rolled damage. 20 damage?
Yep.
Sheesh.
How do you want to finish him off?
Nice.
I gesture to where he hit me with the shield, and when I grip him, I look at his weapon and make direct eye contact and just say, "I told you should have dropped it." Okay, yeah. And that's it.
Okay.
Screeches.
He just like he's sort of melting underneath the presence of your necrotic energy, and he just dissipates. It's just a big fleshy mound on the ground. That is his turn. As your turn. Reggie. The only the enemy in this van is just that one kobold.
Just that one?
Just that guy.
I shoot him. Actually, let me find out how far away from me he is. Yeah, I shoot him.
Yeah, go for it.
12.
A 12 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh.
Alright. Is he wounded from anything?
I don't think so, but it doesn't matter because he is dead.
Alright.
All right.
See, I told you I had it all covered.
I wish you had done so sooner.
Should we go and check out our friend? And I gestured towards the back cabin.
All right, you still have your movement and bonus action if you want to use it.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm heading back. In my turn.
All right, Leslie, you're on the ground. What are you doing?
considering that's empty and this is empty as well, and knowing they came by cart, can I look out the window and see if there's anything more coming on the horizon?
Yeah, you can take a quick look. You don't see anything moving out there. It's just you see woodlands and wildlife, but you don't see anything like those machines coming up on you. It seems like whoever party's here has already made their presence on the train known.
All right, I will spend the remainder then, making sure my stuff is okay.
Sure.
Heading that way.
Okay. Orilia.
I skipper to the fucking window. Can the windows be opened like the one I opened earlier?
Absolutely.
Can I see this motherfucker on his cart?
Let me see something. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little hard to see. There's like, he has a bit of cover because the engine on the back is very large, but you still see him along with the two other kobolds, one operating the harpoon and one operating the wheel.
I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast the one operating the wheel.
Yeah, go for it. Go and roll me a d20.
God damn it!
13 hits,
13
though.
He's gonna be a small one, though. Yes!
Yeah.
He's one of the bitches.
Yeah, it's one of the bitches. Go ahead and roll damage.
Fuck!
Ooh.
You glance him, and he is, like, holding his arm, like, ah! He's not able to, like, fully maneuver the wheel, but he's still at the wheel.
I'm literally, like, I've grabbed, like, the top of the window, and you just see me, like, hair brushing in my face. Like, fucking, and I just start screaming at the rest of them. In the name of Rosalind! Bloodstone! I am Orilia Bloodstone! And I start doing my whole speech from earlier. At the end, I just, like, grab my fucking face. Have it, dude!
You want to do
Just
anything else?
an anime, he'd be like chibi mode, super zoomed out, just like 1 FPS move, shouting.
Yeah, there's like 2 frames to my fucking face. Like,
all right. Oh, sorry. Were you doing anything else on your turn, Aurelia, or are you?
I have nothing other than I have nothing currently I can do.
All right.
I don't have any bonuses, and my reaction doesn't work unless I get damaged.
Sorcerer up there is going to saw the Eldritch Blast and look back at you. He can't see where he can move you to, so he cannot move you back. So instead he is going to just throw a spell at you. Which one is he going to throw, though? Yeah, it's just going to use the chromatic bolts. That's just the easiest one for him to use. So first one is a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Right. And he's going to use he's going to keep the lightning. That's been doing good for him. That is 8 points of damage.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm down to 9 health. I would like to use a reaction to Hellish Rebuke his ass.
What's the range on Hellish Rebuke?
60 feet.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll me that thing.
What do you say back?
Oh, wait. Is that my damage? Oh, that's damage. It's only 2. It's a hit DC Dex 12.
Dex 12. He doesn't have that much Dex. It does succeed, so he takes 1 point of fire damage.
2. Oh, does he resist?
No, he saved.
Oh.
Or he takes half.
Motherfucker! You just say, Jimmy made 2 frames of damage. Now there's fire inside of my mouth. Like,
but thankfully, because of the fire and everything, he wasn't expecting you to shoot flame that far. His second blast goes wide.
Nice.
But that is his turn. We come back to Father Sevel. What are you doing?
Alrighty. I am going to sprint, which is 60 movement, right?
It's basically use your action to move. You move your movement again. So,
yeah.
So if you have 30 feet of movement, you would action sprint and action to dash for another 30 feet.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
As he gets into the cart, can I start screaming at him?
You see Aurelia just, like, on the ceiling, like, upside down, just, like, pointing her sword out the window at the kobold sorcerer on the edge.
I'm, like, losing my shit.
I look up and I kind of just give her a look and just go, undignified, I know.
I just look back at him and there's just a fury in my eyes. Get him!
Yeah, you see, like, the door is, like, the passenger side door is, like, ripped open, and you see, like, you kind of see a bit of the machine outside, and one of the kobolds, purple robe, swinging a staff around. You see, like, wait around, like, get on with it kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But use your action to move and everything. Do you have anything else you want to do, or...?
There's nothing else that I can do.
Okay. Reggie.
I am reloading. Walking up. Did I see any of that interaction from between the windows of the doors? Or potentially hear any of the rampant screeching?
Yeah, it's hard to miss.
Alright. I'm going to step out here. Can I, like, try to sidle along and just look over the edge to see the vehicle?
From there, yeah, I would say you could probably see. Let me see if I can get my measurement tool here. From here, yeah, you'd be able to see there is a driver up here, and there's a harpoon guy back here, and then there's the sorcerer here.
Does it look like? Can I determine, like, if it has fuel that's making it go and where that is held?
Be back here. You see smoke rising out of it. It's like some sort of combustion engine, very similar to like what a train uses. But as far as like a fuel tank, give me. Here's what. Give me a perception check. You're looking for something that looks like a fuel tank of some kind that you're familiar with.
It's 15.
15. I'll say. You can spot not so much a fuel tank, but you see a line that goes right into the back end. That might be a fuel line. That'd be your best bet of what that is.
All right. I'm just gonna take a step backwards and then shout to Sevel, "Hey, keep him distracted. I'll shoot the fuel tank."
All right.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Yep.
Is that all your movement?
I mean, that's as far as I want to move.
Okay, so make sure. All right, Lesty.
I heard some shouting.
Yeah.
It seems combat's not over. I head back over there. And that'll be my turn.
Oh, it's movement and action.
That was with the sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
okay.
dash, I mean.
All right. Orilia. They're looking like the guy at the wheel is still like trying to get everything operating. It seems like it's a little stuck.
I am Eldritch blasting him again.
Go for it. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. He falls unconscious off to the side, and rolls off the front of it and just rolls underneath the caravan and just falls into the distance.
And then I just turn and I look at Sevel and I like start to crawl 5, 10, 15, 20 across. And then I'll just kind of like stay here so that I'm covered by the wall. I'm a little stuck.
Alright, is that your turn, Aurelia?
Yes.
Alright, time for the sorcerer. Let's see. What is he gonna do here?
Have a heart attack.
He's gonna attempt to get on the wheel. Oh, wrong thing.
And now somebody's got to get the wheel.
And he doesn't really know how this operates, but he's gonna try. So.
Do you say he's not a really good driver?
All of a sudden, Reginald's gun explodes.
Reggie.
He does not. He's like in the wheel. He's trying to like pull levers. He just doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing. He's stuck there. Sevel.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, and sapping sting.
13 con save. Okay.
And if he fails it, he's prone.
Okay. Con save is decent. But that is a 3. So he fails. He takes 3 necrotic. And falls prone. Falls prone. So I say the foresight kind of knocks him out of the seat. So he kind of is like laying on the side. But he has enough muscle control to like make sure he doesn't fall off the platform.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna just fall there. Alright. Anything else, Sevel?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. Reggie.
Going to shoot at the fuel tank or the fuel line, like into a connecting spot where I kind of lose sight of it. I want to shoot in that area.
Sure thing. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
21.
Yeah, that hits. We'll see if it hits a certain damage threshold. Some things will happen.
Some things will happen.
Come on. Oh, no.
7, it breaks the fuel line a bit. Fuel starts to leak out, so it's not getting as much power behind it, so it's not going to be able to take off safely. But it's not completely destroyed. But it's definitely damaged. You feel like another good shot will remove that problem.
Alright, they should be here for a while.
I'm upside down. Just look at you. Great.
Ooh, actually, I forgot. Because he casted that, and that is a concentration. He only took a little bit of damage, but he has to roll. Oh, I cocked. As that sorcerer falls over to the side, and Orilia, like, as Reggie comes in, it's like, they should be here for a while. Great! You just slam down into the seat as the levitate spell falls off.
I just stand up. Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
Did you have a bit to drink, or do you normally do this?
I just stare at it. Outside of yours? No.
Lightweight, then.
Dude, what'd you say?
Lightweight, then.
Lightweight.
Lestibournes, what are you doing?
I can't tell if it's because I fell or if it's because I'm mad.
All right. Lestibournes barely dangling on by like the wood, like probably holding on to whatever he can just to see the fuel tank that was shot at to help out.
Mhm.
He's gonna lift up his hands, and with the tick of his clock, he's going to fire a firebolt. At the thingy. It's a 24 to hit.
Okay.
It is also leaking fuel currently.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'm aiming around the same area, you know, like
We're gonna blow
unless
up
it's
this
not
train.
obvious. If it's obvious, he'd aim for the fuel. If it's not, he's aiming for the tank.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would say you see it like sprinkling off the side a bit.
Yeah, he'd aim for that with the firebolt then.
All right. Well, that definitely hits. Let's see here. We're gonna roll a little die here to see what happens. We're gonna say, you know what? Leslie, since you rolled it, high or low?
What do you mean? High.
High or low? Okay, high. You see it sparks and flame and all that. It doesn't quite take yet, but you feel like any moment that thing is gonna pop.
Now, could I use my meta magic seeking spell to do that again? Or to retry that? Because that says if I make an attack roll for a spell and miss.
But you didn't
Would
miss.
you count that as a miss?
Ooh,
Okay.
no, that's not a miss. It landed. Actually, you know what? No, because we already went past it. Yeah, we're just gonna say you hit. It's starting to take effect. It's just gonna take longer than you anticipated.
And I can't twin spell that because it's not a creature. Okay, then yeah, that'll be my
I
turn.
mean, if you want twin spell Firebolt, you can. It just has different targets.
Well, it says to a second creature.
Look,
so
it says second
sure,
creature,
like...
but you're targeting two separate things. And I consider that to be proper.
I'll do it there then, because I have enough sorcery spells for that. I'll have the second one. I assume I can't hit the gas tank again.
It has to be a separate one. Yes.
Could I hit the wood near the gas tank?
Yeah. I mean, there's the cobblestone.
No, we'll hit this guy.
I was
This
gonna say,
guy's been a
there's-
schmuck.
There's
This guy's been
there
a
is a
weirdo
sorcerer
over
here, and then there's a guy in the back here who's operating the crane, not the crane, but the harpoons that are holding the machine up to the.
No, we don't want him to lose it. We're gonna attack that sorcerer with the second firebolt.
All right, go ahead and roll me a d20.
It misses. Lestibournes steps back.
Yeah, I would say because
Yeah,
because he's prone and everything, you would have
with no damage.
disadvantage. Well, because of height, no, you'd be fine. Yeah. All right.
Oh, and if I had disadvantage, I would just get rid of the disadvantage with my restore balance. If you want me to do that and keep the same roll.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay, because I would have done that if I had disadvantage.
Yeah. Nah, it was fine where it was. All right.
That is my turn then.
Orilia, you have fallen on your back. You're now up. What are you doing?
I am going to saddle over here, look out the door.
Yeah. You see a machine that's covered in fire. It's starting to take flame. You see the harpoon guy kind of freaking out. And then you see the sorcerer that's been harrying you just on the ground like, ugh!
I kind of turn and wave my hand to the people in here and tell them, I shout at them to rush to the other cart as quickly as they can.
Okay.
And then I am going to try and Eldritch Blast the tank.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
Never mind, I'm not.
Nat 1.
Unfortunate. As it goes wide, it's the angle and everything. You feel like you got a good shot, but it just kind of glances off the top of it.
And I just sit there and I just take the hand that I shot with and I just put it on the back of Sevel's back. I just pat him. I'm really hurt.
And drunk.
All right.
I am not drunk.
All right.
She's a lightweight.
So
I'm just gonna stay behind him.
The sorcerer gets up, and he is going to point in your direction, Sevel and Orilia, and he is going to cast Fog Cloud in your area.
This motherfucker.
So he's going to create a 20-foot cube. So, let's see, 5, 10. It's like right about this. But it's just a big fog just like sits down right there. It's going to actually move it a bit forward, so there's a bit more coverage. There we go. So basically blocking the path you guys normally have to aim at him. And then he's going to get up and get back on the thing, but he uses action, so he's not going to be able to operate the machinery yet. That'll be his turn. Augus, your turn. Oh my god.
Alrighty. Oh god. No, go away. There we go. Alright. Let me just read something again real quick.
Sure.
Well, seeing as there isn't much better of an option in terms of dealing with this shit, when she tells me she's hurt, I turn and, in a similar gesture to the greeting earlier, I take her hand and use Cure Wounds.
Sure thing.
Oh.
The roll goes through.
You can do that.
Where is it? There it is.
Oh yeah. Really, you heal 13.
Nice.
Alright.
And
Nearly back to full again.
and that's my, and actually, I'll sit down in the fog and just kind of look up at her and shrug. Can't see shit.
Can't see shit.
Reggie, right in front of you, there's a giant fog cloud that just kind of sets up.
Arbuckle's here.
It's really hard not to
Alright.
just immediately do
I want
that.
to reload.
Yeah.
And then, can I walk up to the window and navigate through the fog?
I'm sorry?
Can I navigate through the fog to get up to the window over here?
You kind of like saw where it was, so you'd probably be able to get over there pretty easily, but it's just aiming out through the fog will be a problem.
Alright, that's fine. Excuse me, madam. I'm going to lean out the window, take a cigar, and light it off the flame on the car.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sit down next to Sevel.
All right.
That's it.
Lestibournes.
I will firebolt again.
Go for it.
13.
13 hits. Let's see. We'll do this again. Higher or lower?
Lower.
Lower? Okay.
Lower.
It's lower.
I'm the smartest man alive.
All right. So, let's see here. We're gonna do. We'll do 3 of them. We'll do 3 of them. This seems like a good number. Ooh, that's really good.
Oh. Uh-oh.
As it flame hits, the engine on the back explodes. The kobold operating the harpoon dies, and this guy has to make a dex save, although he probably will make it. No, he won't. He takes 9 fire damage. And now the engine's fucked. Even if you were to get off there, all you can do is ride onto a crashed or whatever. So that's what he's trying to figure out what he's going to do here. Aurelia.
But it's still attached, right?
It's still attached, but it's starting to creak.
Would it be acrobatics for me to jump out?
It would be acrobatics. Normally I would impose disadvantage, but because the thing is lodged in, I'm going to say you have a pretty straight roll to get on there. I'm going to say DC 12 acrobatics.
And I have disadvantage, though.
You do not have disadvantage, because you know where it is, because you've seen where it is. If you just come up on it, different. But since you were at the edge seeing it, so you have, you can just make a straight roll. You jump across, and you fear for a moment you're going to fall into the dirt, and you make it onto flat land as you come out of the fog, and there's that son of a bitch at the wheel.
I just turn, and I look at him. I take my sword as I roll, and I stand in front of the flaming engine. I just want to look at him for a moment and just lock eyes. And then lunge forward.
Go for it. Get him. Get him. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. How do you want to do it?
Unlike your friend, you're not worth being our puppet. And I am just going to rush forward, and like as he probably maybe tries to take like a single swing with his fucking staff, I just parry him with one arm, and then I just run him through his neck.
Absolutely.
I just wipe it off, like, you know, pull it out, throw the blood to the fucking what's it, the cart.
Yeah.
I look over, I see Lestibourne. I don't know how I'm going to get off of this.
Well, as you kill
Lestibournes gonna point to the hooks, the
the
javelins.
fog cloud does dissipate, so you're able to see a perfect path back onto this train.
I think fucking.
What she sees looking back is just Reginald leaning back in the chair, cigar in his mouth, giving a light golf clap.
And I will.
Just a note, there is the sack of stolen goods that the sorcerer had on the ground next to you.
I am going to open said sack and look through it.
Well, I say the thing's about to collapse, so if you want to grab it, now's a good chance.
I will grab the sack, run, and can I hop back in?
Easy enough. I'm not gonna make you roll for it because you see exactly where you need to hop, and you're trained for this.
I get it trained.
I just chuck the, bag into the middle of the room instead, and just say, "Threat's over, I think." And I'll just sit down in the chair across from. I'll just lean, I guess, against this chair.
Good show, miss.
Also, I'm really sorry I have to interrupt. I have to call it abruptly here. I'm like super late to eating food.
That's fine. That's where I kind of want to end the episode anyway, so that works.
I just feel free to wrap stuff up, but I do gotta poop, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
See you later. If I can get the music to stop, please and thank you.
Well,
That was a good show, miss.
Stop for me.
It's not for you, so it's just this version of it. So.
Not quite used to the whole fighting in the levitating bit. They don't necessarily start you out training on that.
Levitating?
Yes, that was what happened. The sorcerer, the wizard kobold that I just killed used a spell to levitate me. It was why I was in the ceiling, and then you saw me fall.
I thought it was just a tiefling thing, to be honest.
That's, no, it's fine. I'm gonna see is the guy who was serving us earlier. Does he happen to be at that cart?
He is actually. Let's see.
Damn it.
He's at the back of the cart, and he was like hiding underneath one of the seats.
I will do what he has probably learned to hear me do now for the past 4 days, and clap.
Yes, madam.
I'm going to need. I'll have what he had, and I just point to. I just point to Reginald.
And I do believe those will be on the house, including the one I had previously. And I reach into his pocket and take back my 1 gold.
Out of curiosity, do you have the cigars out on your person?
They're in my cargo pocket, and the latch is open on my vest.
Okay. I steal one.
Feel free to.
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I'm gonna also offer one up to Orilia.
I look for a moment. I just take it. I light it. Fuck!
Alright, I think that would be a good place to wind down.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's a good stopping point.
Except Lestibournes, who cannot smoke.
It's okay. He's still sitting outside.
He's just
He can
collapsing.
smoke. He just can't
Nobody
enjoy
told
it.
him he could come in.
No!
He still thinks there's guys out in there.
God, I'm so glad I finally killed that stupid bitch.
I was really worried he was going to get away.
Huh?
I wasn't
going to let him get away.
I figured you guys were going to shoot him, but if the question was he going to escape safely, or was he going to like crash, or was he going to get caught? And he got caught. And
Was he going to blow up?
Was going to blow up. Yeah.
That was good.
As soon as you said it caught fire, I'm like, I need to light my cigar off the fire of the car.
Hell yeah.
This is the perfect class for me.
Oh yeah, it is.
I have perfectly concocted the most entertaining ass little level 3 class I could have ever done.
Hell yeah.
This beats the shit out of Kindle from before.
I'm enjoying the simplicity of not having to overthink what I do, because it's just every other turn I shoot, and then I reload the next turn.
It's very basic for the moment. It'll get more complex, but for now, it's pretty good.
For now,
was
I can
gonna ask-
enjoy not having to math it out.
I was gonna ask, by the way, my page. I was gonna ask your opinion on it. If you check my page,